Oh, never mind, I don't hear none. Either no one gets my problems, or I got a problem with my eardrums. My head high, I don't fear none. Real ones only get the deal done. I don't get tired, cause I keep going till the wheels fall off on D&D. Can you hear my call? My talent is where these lyrics fall. I'm bleeding, I've been fighting, yeah. I've been fighting demons. Looking real cold out here. Hope it's just a season. Hope it's just a season. Real hard out here until it's easy. Hallelujah, Father.
And we are rolling. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Green Room.
Welcome.
This is the after holiday last home stretch of the year. Got like 3-4 more before the year's over.
4 weeks.
Good to be back in the building. Joe Feezy Fox.
What's going on, brother?
John Grimes.
Hey.
Trey Elliot is en route, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm assuming too.
We'll see what happens with Trey Elliot.
Welcome back, brother.
How was Thanksgiving? We'll go Thanksgiving with everybody, then we'll introduce our guests.
I was very thankful. I had 2 spots. I got a cousin lives in Glendora, so I hit his
How
spot.
far was that?
40 minutes from
Okay.
where I live, and then stayed there for a little while and got a plate.
Oh, you said 2 spots like you hit 2 houses.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay,
hit 2
okay,
houses.
okay.
Yeah, hey, 2
I was
spots.
like, you worked? You said 2 spots. I'm like, oh, you worked on Thanksgiving?
Nah, I hit 2 spots for Thanksgiving. Got how they say, you
Cousin,
may take it all.
Cousin and who?
Cousin and Clayton and Tangerine's Friendsgiving.
Whose food was better?
Man, both of them. Man, dang, why are you gonna ask me something like that?
Come on, it's Thanksgiving.
Man, they each had different items. Cousin's house.
That's not what I didn't ask you about
damn.
items. Whose food was better?
We'll go with the leftovers. The leftovers at Tan and Clayton's was better. you ain't gonna get
Joe Fox answering questions like he normally does. Okay,
Nah.
Grimy. Thanksgiving.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Oh, yeah, man.
Controversy.
We didn't do too much, man. We didn't do too much. Ate a little bit here and there. Usually we eat seafood or like something non-Thanksgiving like lately. Usually every year when I'm not back home, I'll usually eat like something that's not even like Thanksgiving related. So we just last minute got some like sides and like some.
You ordered. You catered.
Yeah.
Oh, you ordered. You didn't cater.
Oh, we ordered.
From where?
Like Ralph's, stuff like that.
Thanksgiving via Ralph's.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing crazy.
How y'all feel about that?
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I'm only asking. I'm starting to show off with it because I wasn't here last week. Was I going for 2
We
weeks?
been going for 2 weeks, bro.
Oh, bruh, it's all one long day.
I know, one long day.
I was going for 2 weeks, but my Thanksgiving was the best Thanksgiving in years.
Okay.
The best Thanksgiving that I can remember, like since my pops passed.
Really? Full family, full attendance?
Full family, every sibling, except for Charles that passed away. Every sibling in attendance. The 2020 versions of the Rocks, the nephews and the nieces, all there.
Okay.
So the new version of Rocks, all there. It was amazing, man. Cousins, homies that grew up on the block with me, who's my mother raised, neighbors that grew up with us on Decatur Street. It was amazing. Food was unbelievable,
At
as
your
it
mom's
always
house?
is. At my mom's house.
Okay.
My mom's new house, yeah.
Yeah.
Charleston was the star of the show.
Of course.
He is the youngest of the Rocks. He's the youngest nephew. He is the youngest grandchild. It was amazing. We left Tuesday night on the red eye. We got there Wednesday. Hung out in New York for a day. Saw some sights with the kiddo. Went to mom's house for Thanksgiving. Got on a plane Friday to Atlanta to perform at the Helium Comedy Club.
Uh-huh.
It's been open for a year, so it's a new club. My first time there. It was Kiki's birthday that Friday.
Right.
Charleston's godmother.
Shout out to Kiki.
So we get to party, like the whole weekend was just a party.
Yeah.
And Charleston was the star of the show that weekend. My first time in, I can't remember how long, that I went to Atlanta, didn't step foot in a comedy club, in a nightclub, nor a strip club, and had a ball. Because I had a baby. So it was just like, everybody was like, you going out? No, I'm going back to the hotel with my kiddo, man. We're going to play some games and color and go to bed. And I was like, I'm in Atlanta. I can't remember since I was an adult coming to Atlanta and not going,
to a spot.
Not turning all the way up. And it might have been the best weekend ever that I've ever had there. It was
You
phenomenal.
had your seed with you,
Family
man.
and friends, Kiki, Kurt, the band was back together. Kiki had birthday brunch at her house.
Okay.
Food was holy shit good. Shout out to Mel. Mel, you did that. Unbelievable food.
That's the same Mel that catered your spot at one time?
No, that was Tasha. Tasha catered.
Okay.
Yeah. And Tasha actually is back in Atlanta now.
Okay.
Her husband got a job. I forgot what he said he was doing. Something in Atlanta. So they moved back. So she's like, I'll be cooking for clients in Atlanta, but I'm pretty much not working right now.
Right.
So I'm like, that's what's up. So I enjoy being a housewife for a minute. Unfortunately, she won't be in Miami when I get there. So I'm like, I'll probably starve to death because she cooks really good. But yeah, holidays was amazing. With that said, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bringing to attention to our guest tonight. This is an interesting episode of the podcast for the simple fact that, and shout out to our sponsor, Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch. I saw Kirk when I was home. Shout out to my man Kirk. Yo,
Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch.
Yo, Kirk looked out big time in New York.
That's what's up.
Took care of me at the hotel. I'm trying to find a date to go. I'm trying to listen. As I had all of your ears, I'm trying to find a date to go back home when when we're not working. We're gonna do a show at his club. We're gonna do the Rock the Mic tour. We're gonna do the Born to Rock tour at his club. So it's free to come. Like we'll just make a night of it when we do 2 shows or something like that. Just
What town is that again?
It's in Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. Oh, on the borough. That's what I'm supposed to say. It's in Brooklyn. Okay, dope. I didn't know that part. I know it was in New York City. I didn't know what specific. I never been to New York City, so I'm like, it's probably somewhere in one of them places. I like I'm from the Bronx the other night, don't I? BX. All right, go ahead. Brooklyn, got it. Shout out
where am I from, Grammy?
You from Brooklyn for sure. I knew that part, but I didn't know where Captain Kirk Jamaican Rum Punch was. The location was, or Captain Kirk's was.
We know he doesn't listen.
Exactly. We only say it all the time. Anyway,
so much
Kirk,
of it. That's what...
Kirk, now we got one less comment on the show, Kirk. Grammy won't be there.
That's how lit I be.
But yeah, he looked out big time, man. Shout out to Captain Kirk. He said, as I was leaving the hotel too, he said, yo, you got a shipment on the way. And this is our last rum punch, so we waiting on the shipment. Now, with that said, social media plays a huge part in what we do these days, right?
Obviously.
There's a huge shift in comedy as far as social media is concerned. Some people are quote unquote famous now as comics from social media.
Social media.
Not very good comics, but they famous from social media.
Hey-o.
Which would lead me to today's guest. Not that I'm referring to him in that regard, but he posted something on social media that I saw, and I thought this guy might be a great guest. And we've had conversations in the past before and butt heads a couple of times on certain things. So I was like, I don't know if DeHern will be a good podcast guest because he kind of, the last few conversations we had about comedy, it was like you were so close-minded as to the point I was trying to make to you. I was like, I don't know if he's a good podcast guest, but we're going to see what happens. So to let you know, you posted that thing about, the trend on TikTok now is like people don't realize how hard it is to go from this to this.
Correct.
Right?
Okay.
And you posted to go from this on stage at the Laugh Factory. Having what looked like was a great set.
Great set.
It was a great set.
Great set.
And then to this was you getting in a sleeping bag to sleep outside under a tree.
At the beach.
At the beach.
At the beach.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
so, ladies and gentlemen, our guest tonight, stand-up comic, world traveler, avid reader, and conspiracy theorist. The Herm. What's your last name? Or you just go by the Herm?
I just do the Herm.
The Herm. Give it up for him.
Like share, one word.
Thanks for coming, brother.
Share is one
I
syllable.
appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
So-
for sure.
I know a little bit about your backstory. So
Yeah.
just to jump into it, you are really, truly homeless.
I am. I've been homeless. I've been in LA for 3 and some change.
Right.
And all 3 I've been homeless. So it has been some times where I lived in a car. But
Your car?
the car I had or the car I was using.
Okay.
It's been times like that, but majority of the time has been grounded. Just exactly what the video said. People think the video is fake. That's the crazy part.
Right.
You're like, bro.
I didn't think it was fake. Sorry to cut you off. I didn't think it was fake, but I was like, how much is embellished? Is it embellished or is it like played up for social media? But I didn't think it was fake.
The only fake thing about it was when I closed the sleeping bag, I didn't go to sleep. That's the only thing that
He had to finish the cut.
I didn't really go to
I didn't leave
sleep.
the phone on
The video with anyone that they were running with it down the ocean.
That's my spot. That's where I sleep at. That's my favorite tree. I don't go to the other tree. I don't go to the other tree. That's the tree I go to at that spot, which I thought about not doing that because people might come to that. Like, because TikTok, it did way more numbers on TikTok than it did on Instagram. So a lot of people like know where that is. They're like, oh, I go there all the time. And honestly, it became some of my friends let me sleep in their car because the police kept on getting called on me for sleeping right there. So it just got uncomfortable. Like police kept on threatening me and hey, every time there's a new police officer, is it a tall dark skinned guy? Oh yeah. You stopped him. They would talk to each other like they stopped me before, the other one stopped me before. And I just don't want to get a record and all this other stuff. So I'm just like, let me lay low for like a week and then I'll come back. And it's clean. So I like no bugs, no rats, no, it's nice, comfortable ground. So it's a good spot. So I don't want to run it hot, but I did. I took the chance. There
was a joke to insert there when you said, "Let me just lay low for a week." Nigga, you already laying low. But look, let's go. Thank you for answering that question. But let's go back. Let's go back because you said you've been here for 3 years.
3 years.
So let's go prior to that. Mm-hmm. Where you were born and raised? How'd you get here? Was comedy the thing that brought you here? How do you go from now? I know a lot of people come out here every day. Tens of thousands of people come out here with this dream of something
fame,
in the arts,
fortune,
something in the arts.
Right. And
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them aren't living, comfortably. Mm-hmm. It's a reality. Mm-hmm. So let's go to the beginning. Like, how did this whole thing start? DeHerm, no last name, from where, decided to get here? What job was it? Or what did you quit? Or what relationship did you leave to get here? Let's go backstory. As much as you're willing to tell us.
It started around like, I would say COVID, 2020. It was pretty cool. I'm like, hey, I'm getting older. I've been doing well.
Okay, it started where?
How old are you? I'm 33 right now.
Okay. It started where?
This started in COVID in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, yeah, so we started in Nashville, Tennessee. Go.
So it started in Nashville, Tennessee, and I started doing comedy young. So some people might think, okay, you wasn't old, but I was doing comedy since high school. So when I started doing comedy in high school, now I'm like, man, I've been doing it for a long time. Let me try to do something with this. I feel like I know myself now. So I made a comedy club because everything was closed down. I put up a comedy club. And when I started doing the comedy club, everybody wanted to be about them, man. Hey, make me famous, put me on a platform and, build me up.
Wait, sorry to stop you, bro. I made a comedy club. What does that mean?
So I just randomly just said, hey, this building right here is for sale or for lease. And I got the building.
You were working. You had a job.
I didn't. I didn't have a job. So I had some money from
PPP.
No. I had money from the
Dope Boys.
Nah, the little check that Trump gave everybody.
The stimulus.
Okay. Yeah, I had that. So that's all I had. So I just fronted the first month, and then promised him I'm gonna give him the last month and all this other stuff. And he was like, "Hey, I trust you." Hey, he trusted me, and just me doing comedy there fueled everything else.
Didn't worry about a liquor license, nothing like that.
Didn't worry about none of that. Okay. So I just when you have a liquor license, what you do is you just
BYOB.
Yeah. You do that. Well, really, it's just like you just do donations.
Okay.
That's a good way. So,
you can't sell it, but you can take a donation.
Exactly. Like, hey, just give me whatever you want to give me. And I just look at it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But, just give me what you want to give me. So people wanted me to live my life for them. And I'm like, man, I'm getting older. I gave these years. It was like a couple years. I gave these years to other comedians. I said, you know what? I'm getting older. I need to give it to myself. So
bro, I'm sorry to keep stopping you because I'm trying to get a clear understanding of this.
Okay.
People wanted me to live my life for them. Your family?
Comedians. So
what does that mean? How so?
Keep the place up for us.
It first started people like to book the spot. Like, hey, let me do a show here. Okay. Man, let me have it for this night. Let me do this. You should put this up and put this on the wall and change the name and do this for me and all for free. And it just I kept getting calls and then when I say, nah, man, just book the spot, I'm trying to get some money. My overhead is really expensive. Can you just book the spot out? And help me help you, and we can be a good community. But they would get mad at me. Everybody was getting mad at me. I'm just like, bro, I'm tired of all this. Let me focus on myself. Let me utilize my youth and my time for my career. So I just started. I said, I just dipped. I just like, hey, let me move out this city and just backpack it. Which I grew up liking the idea of being a
nomad.
Yeah, nomad, beach bum, or things like that.
That appealed to you.
Yeah, a lot of songs
off the grid type thing, or
well, I do like off the grid.
Journeyman.
I would say it's not off the grid, but I do like the off the grid lifestyle. So I'm in that realm. So
backpacker, yeah.
And it's a whole bunch of songs I grew up in the '90s and the early 2000s that says, "Hey, go out there and live your dream, take chances, and life is too short." It's a whole bunch of songs I can't name right now, but it's some great hits. And I'm like, yeah, let me do it. I grew up in a project, so I grew up on the floor, or my parents was homeless, so I grew up even broker than even the projects. Like the project was like, oh, we in a place now for a while, So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not having nothing. So I said, you know what? Let me go out here and live it for myself and focus on just myself and put out everything I worked for since I was a teenager.
Is that how you got to LA? You backpacked across country?
Okay, so I took the worst mistake I ever took. Not the worst. It's up there, but it's like I took a Greyhound from Nashville, Tennessee to LA.
900 hours.
It was like 3 days, and it was my back was messed up. I could not lay. It was like something was pinched in my back where I couldn't bend it. No diddy, but like I had to it just hurt so bad and it would not go away. I kept trying to roll it out, no diddy, and it just didn't go away. It was terrible. It still haunts me to this day. But I sat on the bus for a long time. I had a scooter with me, so I couldn't bring a scooter on the plane because of the batteries and what happened on the, so I wanted to bring the scooter so I can get around.
Right.
I had 2 bags, a duffel bag and a backpack. The backpack got stolen. The scooter got stolen, but I still had my duffel bag with a lot of clothes in.
Wait, was that the backpack that got stolen that night when you was at the factory? I remember something got stolen from you.
Oh, you talking about the Creole show?
You
Is that the backpack?
No, that was my third backpack.
Yeah, okay.
That's my third backpack. I done got like 4 bikes stolen and scooters stolen and like 4 backpacks stolen with sleeping bags and all that.
So let me ask you this question: why don't you get a job? Like, what's your issue with getting a job and getting some steady income coming in?
I think having a job and not having a job equates to the same amount, because I feel like when you have a job, then you will start saying, okay, you'll spend money before you get it. So you're like, oh, let me spend this, and now you have more bills and more things, and now you have the same amount as if you don't get a job. Then you start sorting out your payments differently, and you end up being the same amount of happiness. To me, this is me. I probably start getting Netflix and Hulu and all that other stuff, and now next thing I know it, I got the same amount of money as when I didn't need all that, not having a job. So
well, you don't gotta. You can get a job and you don't have to get Netflix and Hulu. Like that's the first thing you're thinking. I'll get a job, then I gotta get Netflix and Hulu. Well, I get a job and then I got a loaf of bread, and I could get to
my channels.
I could get to comedy clubs easier, something like that.
I think he views it as people that get into the employee world, get into the rat race of like, well, now I got a check, now I can do a little more, now I can do this, and you just start following the wrong path versus you not doing anything and wondering, this is what I'm able to do. I'll motion off of that. And I get that because I being a minimalist is what there really is. You're saying that I've had without before. This ain't shit different to me. Mm-hmm. And so when I first came out here, I grew up homeless too. So like when I first came out to LA, I didn't care shit about what I had. I slept on an air mattress for like the first 3 years. So I was like, I don't care about a bed. But I thought that was interesting, which is funny how I met him, because I first met him, everybody was making these homeless jokes, and I was like immediately offended in the back of my head, because I was like, I don't find homeless jokes funny. I didn't know his situation at all. I just know they kept making the same joke, and I was like, what is this homeless joke about? Why y'all keep saying but they actually no, he is homeless. I was like, y'all making. So I didn't get it, but I was interested in who he was. So I'm like, what comic would come out here and just be vocally communicative about it to everybody else? Like, oh yeah, I ain't got no crib. And then I started doing the open mic, and he was coming, and I was charging, to do my mic, and I was like, I ain't gonna charge him. You just bring. He was offering to bring me chips and candy and shit. So I was like, yeah, bring chips and candy. But he was doing his jokes and shit. And I was like, well, this dude's actually funny. They was making a lot of jokes about him at the Laugh Factory outside the club, like all these homeless jokes. But he's got really funny jokes, funnier than the dudes that was just cracking on him. So I was like, okay, I didn't see all that because I was too busy looking at all the roasting and crap, but the bits were there, and I was just like, interesting. And I said back then, I was like, maybe Chelsea and a couple other people remember me saying, I was like, hey, this dude, I don't know, something about to happen with this dude because you can't be as funny as that and have that life situation and not catch wind in front of somebody.
Right.
And that was like back in 2022, 2023, and everybody's like, nah, it was niggas in my face like, that nigga ain't funny. That nigga blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
Haters.
damn, that's an aggressive stance on a nigga you barely know. But I was just like, whatever, you ain't got to argue with me about it. I just think that he got jokes. He got an interesting living situation. Those are usually the prime package for somebody to discover somebody and go, we can work with this. I see a TV show. I see a such and such. Like there's so much potential there because it tugs at people's heartstrings. People want to champion somebody. People want this guy to win. All that stuff's there. The formula is there, even though it's just your regular life. That's why the virality happened because you gave them a perfect package. And I was about to ask, how many views are you at between TikTok and Instagram on that one clip?
Probably around like 9 million or something like that.
All right, so let me say
Just that
this.
post right there. Just the one I saw.
Just that
Really?
post.
It's on
So I
TikTok.
got some other videos got up there too because of people looked at my other stuff to see is this dude funny? I mean, he's doing this, but is he
Trickle
really
effect,
homeless?
yeah.
Or is he really-
Right,
So some
right.
other videos.
People doubting.
So let me say this, and this is
Reality
just to have a different perspectives because I heard Grimy say you don't want to get in a rat race, right? But what does that mean? Like a rat race? Because we had this conversation. I feel like some comedians, they look at it as a rite of passage to say that they were homeless or they had this struggle story or this or that. And this is just my opinion. The days of being a struggling artist is kind of over. It doesn't work that way anymore. For the majority, it's like winning the lottery. If you already good, your chances of making it aren't that it's low. When you're good at what you're doing, when you can pay for headshot, when you got everything you need, headshot, stability, clothes, transportation, acting classes, all the tools you have, it's still hard to get to a certain point in this business. It is what it is. So the rat race, I think, is something that we make up or create to make us be like, oh, you know what? I don't gotta do this. I think it's a form of laziness in a sense. You know what I mean? Because I always say there's 24 hours in a day. You're not writing, nobody's writing for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing what they're doing for 24 hours. You gotta sleep, you gotta eat, and your brain just don't work. Like one of my best friends, he is one of the hardest working writers I know. This nigga literally stays in the crib and write. Like he hardly go out. This is the most disciplined nigga I know. And he don't even write or do it for 24 hours. He's the most disciplined nigga that I really, really know. Shout out to Jeff Lucky.
Though.
Huh?
That's his job.
No.
Oh.
No, this is not how he get his money.
Oh.
He has and he has a job, but he stays and got script after script after script.
So when he's not
and he's
working,
dope.
okay.
And he's really, really good. He got shit that's out. So I feel like it's a cop out, or it's a bit of laziness that we have. It's just like you. What did we have that conversation about? What I told you, being comfortable don't kill your creativity. Mm-hmm. Being comfortable doesn't create your creativity. It will help enhance your creativity, and we have to stop putting that narrative out that's the case, because it's not. Like, nigga, you gotta be comfortable, man.
You don't think
go ahead.
Well, you don't think it's just different approaches? Like being comfortable could be an approach, but also being uncomfortable could be somebody's normalcy.
It's definitely different approaches.
Okay,
it definitely, and like I said, this is just my view. But what I hate to see is when people grab onto their one view and don't try to look at the other one.
Well, I get that.
So, for instance, like I've never been homeless, but I've slept on. There's been plenty of times I had my own place.
Right.
Had to sleep on somebody's couch. I never had to sleep in my car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I've been out here and not had my own place before. Yeah. I've got evicted out of my first apartment out here. You know what I'm saying? I've taken some major L's. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've lost money. I lost out on gigs. I lost out on a lot of stuff that I'm like, shit. But at the end of the day, I'm like, shit, I still got to eat. I still got to, you know what I mean? I still got to be a certain way. So try the other way too. Like, you have to, I feel like you should try both ways.
I think being comfortable is relative. So is being uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable for you may be comfortable for someone else. And someone else is, you know what I'm saying? And aside from that, and this is biblical, you can't increase your territory unless you're willing to be uncomfortable.
Right.
Because that broadens your coverage of whatever level of success that you think that you're trying to achieve.
But it's what are you capable of doing? You know what I mean? You can't. You're right. Like, I'm uncomfortable now. I'm in acting class 5 hours on a Monday or Wednesday. 5 fucking hours. I got to read all this shit every day. I got to do an hour of creativity work. I'm uncomfortable as hell. Like, me doing that, I'm like, yo, this shit is hard. But I'm in my acting class 5 hours. Like, don't let me put my phone down.
You're gonna see the fruits of that if you stick with
It's
it.
an investment. It's an investment.
It's better to be
that's
comfortable being uncomfortable. Because
so there's nothing wrong with being uncomfortable. So but that's not what we're saying. But we're talking about the basic.
Okay, so that, to my point right here is that to what you're saying about like the time you would say to get a job, whatnot. There's jobs do create a different schedule for you, which creates your schedule changing outside of work. Like, hey, I gotta go to bed because I gotta go work in the morning, things like that. The one thing I envy about DeHerm with his current lifestyle is he gets to be everywhere. And I'm so jealous of that every day. He can go to any club he wants to, anytime, stay out to 4 a.m. with comics, building relationships, meeting new people, running into an agent on accident. You don't know what you're doing because he's just out so much because he ain't got to worry about being up at 8 a.m. if he don't want to be, or 7 a.m. for somebody's job. And to me, before I had kids, that was the one. I was out every night to 2, 3 a.m. just like Mike, late, whatever, hang out at the comedy store, whatever I got to be. I thought that was the ideal situation. I would stay out as late as possible in comedy. And the only time I noticed that I wanted to go home was when I thought, I wake up at 6 a.m. to get the kids to class and then go to work. Like, I started thinking about that extra time that ain't got nothing to do with comedy. And so his compromise right now with his time commitment to comedy is nothing. He could be anywhere and be available anytime for any opportunity. And to me, in this kind of industry, staying ready and being available might be the one thing that gets you in front of somebody else. So if you get called and he get called, say, hey man, I need to come and do a hot 10 real quick. And you
I'm there.
The hour away, but the Herman's a block away on Sunset, like, I'll be there in 2 minutes. They go wait an hour or they're gonna wait 2 minutes. The opportunities cost you time.
All right, so damn, it's a lot to process. There's not 24 hours in a day because you have to eat. I mean, because you have to sleep. So you don't wake up to 24 hours a day. You wake up to whatever is remaining of that day. That's a cliche to everybody. There's 24 hours in a day. Nigga, but you slept for 9. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't wake up.
And if you have to work, if you have to go to a 9 to 5, that's another 8. So you're not getting out of work to 24 hours. You're getting out of work to fucking
you got 3 hours
maybe
left.
13. Right?
Yeah.
So the rat race, the term the rat race is what that he's referencing. You got to get up at a certain time, get to the bus by a certain time, be at work by a certain time, take a break for lunch, go back to lunch by a certain time, finish his work. That's what people refer to as the rat race.
Right.
That's what the rat race is in reference to, the 9 to 5 lifestyle. Whenever people say rat race, we don't refer to it in entertainment as rat race. The rat race is the job, the typical job. That's what the rat race is.
It's like what you said. Working for other people. I want to work for myself.
Yeah.
The idea that you're beholden to do something for somebody else on a certain amount of time when you could be doing this or whatever you want to do, that is the rat race. That could be it doesn't matter the time frame. It's
right.
You doing something.
But in regards to what he's saying, right?
The graveyard
in
shift,
regards to what your lifestyle. And I kind of agree with what you're saying. Like, since there is no job, and here's the thing. If you're comfortable with whatever your situation is, who is anybody to say you should change it? If you're like, when I was living with Butch Bradley on Sycamore, we literally had a king size mattress on the floor, no box spring. We took the king size mattress, pushed that shit to the floor. That's what we live in. I put all my clothes on the wall over there. He put all his clothes on the wall over there.
Yeah.
Yo, I say this in every interview. that time when I was out here sleeping on Bush Bradley's floor,
Best time.
and when I was doing comedy, no day job, just making money from my spots. And I told you, I'll be on the train coming home like, yo, this is the best life in the world. It actually got less fun when I got on TV, and because I was in the rat race.
Right.
Now I gotta be on. Now I gotta be on set at a certain time. I can't.
At work
Before
again.
before TV, I was that guy. I was the guy that was at the factory, and the store, and the improv until there was no more comedy to do. That's why I never liked LA, because comedy stopped early here. That's why I never liked it here. In New York, I was like, yo, it's midnight. The clubs are all closed. Nigga, we still going 3 more hours in New York. That's why I never liked LA. Because it's like, yo, back home, I would go, oh shit, I'm the last comic here. I could get on here before I go there. It was beautiful. And they paid in cash. So you go home with a pocket full of money. Like, yo, this is it, bro. Now, granted, there were comics that were way ahead of me, way more established. But for where I was in that moment, in that summer of 99, 2000, I was comfortable. There was, I wanted for nothing. I was like, of course I want to go further. I see it. I'm looking at the, down the road for what could potentially be. But right now I'm in this moment.
Yeah, you're getting it.
I'm in this moment. I'm not thinking about the next day. I'm not anywhere other than where I'm supposed to be right now. And I think that focus is what helps you. I think that focus on, yo, I'm not worried about the next game or the next. What's Michael Jordan's trainer? Michael Jordan's trainer said, Michael Jordan's the best basketball player I ever saw in my life because of one reason. Not his talent, not how hard he worked after the games. Michael Jordan was never mentally anywhere other than where he was in the moment. If he was shooting a free throw, that's all the fuck I care about right now is this free throw. Then I got to get back on defense. That's all I care about is defense. I don't care about if we lose this game. We got to go fly to Utah tomorrow. Yo, I'm in this possession right here. And then it's them. They're on offense and we're on defense. By baby steps, and look at the success. Because you focus on the one, keep the main thing, even in increments. Even in increments. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
So what's your main thing?
Comedy, talking about like far as.
What's your main thing that you focus on every single day? What is your version of?
I would say it's stand-up comedy, but when I'm during the day, I'm not just writing all day. I'm doing things like I want to come out with a TV show about with my experience of being homeless and things like that. Also, a movie idea. I'm trying to pitch it the best way I can. If it's AI creative, if it's written, doing both. If it's I got a roast battle today and all these other roast battles I'm doing, I got to write jokes for those. And also think of the next big joke in my stand-up set. And also over all that, what I'm thinking about during the day, I got to put out some skits.
Yo, comedy is your main thing.
Comedy's my main thing.
Nigga talk.
And overall,
he get long-winded.
How can I put myself on a pedestal to put all that together, to make all those things grow, or to just make it? What people say, just make it. What can I do? What can I audition for? What can I? My best time I can think best is not at a job. I'm not at Target just like, oh man, I gotta do this. And then also think about how can I make it. When I'm sitting on the beach and I do, getting the injury from the earth and the sun, I'm just sitting there like, how can I get this? And in my mind, the main reason I moved down here because I was about to turn 30. And I'm like, man, I moved right before I turned 30. So I was just like, man, this is like I'm getting old, you know what I'm saying? So, 30 is old when you're younger. So it's like, I'm getting old. So I'm like, man, I gotta do it before I wonder what if. And I never want to wonder what if.
Okay, wait, I got 3 points. Every time you I'm like, I gotta make a point.
Hold on.
I got 3 points. Okay, so question. What's making it to you? Because you said 3 times you just said, I gotta make it. What's making it? What's the thing or the place or the mind frame or the amount? What's the thing that when you have that, you'll say, I made it?
If I get on, making it is becoming a household name in any area of people. It could be like in white people, like oh, that's the Herm. Or black people like, oh, that's the Herm. Or even the younger kids.
Why would it be a differentiation?
Because it's some people who are household names in the white community and different black community. Like some people, I'll say, "Hey, you don't know what woo woo?" They're like, "No, I don't." Like, I can ask. Yeah, there's so many different people. I don't want to like, but like if I name somebody,
Okay, I
name,
get what you
they
said.
would think that we think that everybody knows that
A
person.
black household
Yeah,
name.
there's a lot of white
and a
people don't know who I
household
am.
Yeah. So I go to white people and have conversations with. I can talk to all different types of white people. So the real,
Wait, just to streamline this, because I know everybody has questions. So you making it to you is famous across the board.
And I would say first in the community and
Making
and
it
and
in the
black
hood
people.
first.
white hood, African American, Caucasian, redneck, whatever.
That's across the board. That's what I'm saying. Across the board.
Well, it can be one of them. Not
Any section.
Making it in anyone. Making
one of them.
being
Yeah,
famous
at
in
a time,
anyone
at a
is
time.
making it.
At a time.
Okay. Secondly, how many spots do you do a week in Los Angeles?
Like open mics or just like shows?
How many times
Everything.
do you have a microphone in your hand on a stage in Los Angeles in a week?
On a week? Ooh, 7 days a week. Probably around 21 or something like that.
Damn.
21 spots a week.
Yeah,
A
just
week?
like about 21.
Open
Yeah.
All the
mics.
open
Is
mics.
Open
everything.
mic shows,
Yeah,
roast
yeah.
battles,
A microphone, a stage, 21 times.
Street performances.
Envy.
Okay. Lastly, third point. Time is made up, bro. You keep saying 30. Time is made up. Time
It's an
is a
illusion.
concept that puts pressure on people.
Mhm.
For the same reason, what thing you're doing? I was 30. If I don't do it by 30. Time is some bullshit that's made up to make people think they further along ahead or they behind other people. But in reality, you are in competition with no one. So if it happens for you at 50, as opposed to somebody happened at 25, you are not 25 years late. You are always on time. Time is a concept that's fake. Nothing is like, I'm 40 if I don't do it now, unless you're going to play like fucking Major League Sports, because then that's a time thing. It's an age thing, not a time thing.
Yeah.
So don't keep getting 30, I got to do it by 30, because you're going to force yourself into a bad hand or a bad position because you're thinking the age is going to dictate where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Rodney Dangerfield wasn't famous till he was 46 years old.
But the game is way different now.
Yes, but if he said, I'm 30, I got to do it, we would have never heard of him.
It's since so now we're doing the fame of the internet, which is mainly
No,
younger
we're not
people.
doing that. You're doing that. I'm not doing that.
Well, we don't. Well, the people who are getting booked are the
And we're seeing that. And what are we seeing from that?
a lot of them are trash, but
Fall off.
they don't have quality.
Don't follow the trend, bro. Be the trend.
But I'm saying, I would like to say I agree with both because you're right, and I do think about that. But I also think about mine only because I like competition and it drives me, and I want to use that drive because I grew up doing sports and got a lot of siblings and things like that. So I like to be like, okay, let me push myself, let me give myself a date, let me tell myself, oh, I got to make it in a month, or 2 weeks or something like that. It's like it's like an Elon Musk thing
Mental
about.
game.
Yeah.
If you clean your room in 3. Okay. So, but going back to which I was saying, because it was a lot, you said something about eating bread. You gotta need some bread to eat, and you said something about eating also.
I said you need bread. What did you say?
Well, you said something about
Wings.
You need bread and
having money, having
everything.
food, have something to eat, like priorities and necessities and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Instead
Okay.
of getting
So-
a loaf of bread.
And then you
Okay.
mentioned that, and I want to say, because I want to overall, I want to inspire anybody who's like me, anybody who is sacrificing anything. If your homelessness is something else in a different realm that other people wouldn't do, I just want to inspire somebody. You got to know how to homeless. Like you have to know how to homeless.
How to
So
homeless.
how to homeless. Like it's to me. And you talking about being uncomfortable. I'm real comfortable. Being honest. I have EBT. I have food stamps, so I don't have to spend money on that. And also the honestly, the grass is quite comfortable. It's like way comfortable than flower bed is way comfortable than the most beds. So
Flat
I'm just
Earth
saying,
bed? That's what you
So,
said.
Flat
you
bed.
so you be
A flat
grounding?
bed, yeah.
That's a real thing. Grounding. That's a
when
real thing.
when I say wake
That's a real
up,
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
saying
Yeah, I
like
know,
wake
yeah.
up with energy, like waking up with energy. I thought it was just like probably something that you feel that you probably can't have an idea that you felt. You actually wake up with lots of energy, and I'm gonna tell you how much energy it is. And I don't know how true this is, but I every day I'm out there. I can leave my phone right there, go to sleep, wake up, maybe lose 5%. Every time, anytime I wake up anywhere else, in the car, in the bed, if I leave my phone right there and I don't plug it up, it's going to go dead or get close to it. But when I'm sleeping on the ground, every day I said, let me see how true this is, and it never lose too much percent out there. It's just I think so. I think it's just a lot of energy out there with that part, and knowing how the homeless, basically like I have a tarp, I lay the tarp down. I get my sleeping bag, I put it on top of the tarp, and I put the tarp only because of the moisture going through the sleeping bag. So I get my sleeping bag, I put it on top of the tarp, put my shoes wrapped around my wrist or tied to the end of my sleeping bag, just in case I toss and turn and
Shoes
come
wrapped
out
around your what?
my wrist, my shoelaces around my wrist, or I tie it to the zipper of the sleeping bag just in case somebody take it.
Okay.
Because I had got my backpack stolen, but I'll sleep in my backpack.
It's like a makeshift alarm system.
Hey,
nigga, come back here.
which is crazy though, because I had my scooter tied to the stop sign next to me. Somebody, man, ripped the stop sign in half. I didn't even hear it. It's crazy. And so I had me some food for food stamps. I sleep there, wake up when I want, very comfortable. You got the beach sounds to go to sleep to.
Ocean noise.
You ain't gotta like.
You ain't gotta have
I play that on YouTube. Yeah.
You ain't gotta have
a real comfortable, no bugs. Occasionally, sometimes you have ants, depending on who. Cause they have, it's like people have picnics and parties over there in that area. Which sometimes that's the uncomfortable part. It has been people who've been over there having like a little party, and they had like, I wake up to some balloons and picnic at the picnic table close to me, and they're like, oh, can you move? We're trying to have a party. And the kids jumping over me, and you know what I'm saying? Using my feet on the slide and stuff like that. Sometimes it got crazy a couple times. So the police jumping over and the parties on a Saturday. It's usually on Saturday, Friday.
Yeah. Jump over that man.
So sometimes
the game on your ass.
Labor Day.
TV show, dog.
Occasionally, and I would like to give a shout out to, and on this grind and this journey, I'd like to give a shout out to Trent Mason. Trent Mason helped me out a lot, so he, on them Saturdays and Fridays where I wake up to a party and police would be like, hey, some people call me about you. I would crash at, Trent. I met Trent the day of I met Trent. We just had a good little talk, and he's like, man, God sent me, said I should bless you. So he blessed me. So we've been cool ever since.
You said I met Trent the day of. Day of what?
The day of, I think I was here like maybe like a week or something. I ain't talked to too many people. But Trent, we had like a little random conversation about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, which I going back to saying no one had a homeless. The reason why I mentioned no one had a homeless.
You're not finishing your sentence, bro. Like you starting a sentence, then you cutting it off and then going into something else.
When and where did you meet Trent?
So lapping around to why I mentioned no one had a homeless is because going back to saying why I spoke to Trent and why all these things is because people, and what John said, people perceive me like I was homeless because they could tell. Some people were like, "Oh, you look like you're homeless." I went to Third Wheel, a place called Third Wheel on Santa Monica. I went in there. He was like, came in my bag, and he was like, dude at the doorman was like, "So what are you here for? What's going on? Like you smell like outside." All this other stuff, like just hounding me and roasting
Third
me.
Wheel?
Open
Third
mic.
Wheel,
Size
open
of
mic.
Oh, okay.
It was a small room, and then he was just hounding me and like talking about my appearance and how he looked at me and looking down upon me. And it was just terrible. And I said, okay. So that's when I start applying the Febreze and the gym membership.
Why not speak to somebody when you walk in like, hey man, I'm a comic, I'm just gonna come.
Oh, I did though, but he still didn't want me in.
He was giving you a hard time.
Yeah, he just didn't want me in.
And,
He
and
was
you
like,
don't,
look.
and you don't look homeless, bro. Like you don't. I see so many people who
do
dress,
look homeless,
who dress like they homeless when they not homeless. So I never knew he was homeless. I was just like, this nigga can't really dress that good. I thought, to be honest, I thought you was just trying to really fit in with the white crowd. Like Like
Fit in with
yeah. Like I'm
His
keeping it
outfit
about
don't match
like when you
just
go to the
right.
comedy store, you know, niggas be wearing Ninja Turtle t-shirts and
Straight, and you don't look homeless. That nigga said, appreciate it, man.
and like I just thought you was trying to
What does a homeless
just dress
person look
down
like?
to make white
Nigga,
people
we know.
comfortable. You know what I mean?
No, I
Like,
love cartoons.
like I wasn't. You know, I
Nigga
just
always
didn't.
wearing Thundercat shirts.
Yeah, I didn't look at you as
I knew the
being
nigga was homeless
homeless.
because every time I ordered food at the Laugh Factory, he would eat that shit.
Yo,
So I'm like, I'm gonna leave my food.
hold on.
I'm gonna leave my food, go downstairs, do my spot. I come back up there, nigga like, oh, you was done? You was done? Like, yo, son, why you?
Yo, one time
So-
T.I. come into the green room upstairs and laughing. I'm gonna go tell you because it's funny. T.I. come up there and go, oh man, I see a lot of y'all young comics, got a lot of respect for y'all, man. You keep doing y'all thing. I tell you what, hey waitress, he grab a waitress. Get these men any drinks they want. Any drinks they want, I got them. Waitress come over, I order my drink. Next time I order they drink, her go, hey, can I order like some food too with that shit? And
Nah,
I was like, no,
I said-
nigga, you can't order no food.
I want to substitute the drink for like some fries. Or something, you know what I'm
Substitute the
saying?
drink
I'm like, hey, can I not get a drink? 'Cause I don't
See, I was
drink?
like, nigga,
I
I
get some
said
fries.
drinks. Nigga, I can't buy you no food. That's a date, nigga. I can't.
And ever since then, T.I. called me the fry man for a while.
Fry man.
That
That
he
was
called me
funny.
the fry man, but I try to appear because I wouldn't get in clubs sometimes. They were like,
Yeah.
something's a little unkept about you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
So knowing how the homeless, how you look, because he said that comics was say homeless jokes. A lot of them didn't know I was homeless. Some of them was just guessing. I'm like, that's true though, but that's let's move on. You know what I'm saying? I just moved on. And if some people say, oh, you are homeless, so people just kept moving on with it. And he said he don't like the homeless joke. The reason why I laughed because so many people come up to me like, hey bro, I don't like the homeless joke, bro. If you give me the word, I'm gonna find the ass. I'm like, bro, no, it's cool. You see what I'm saying? It's I don't look at homelessness as a bad thing because we all lack something.
You're not homeless. You're not homeless by
choice.
circumstance. You're not one of those people that's like drug addiction.
Right.
Oh no, I can't afford a home for sure.
I get that part, but it's not like you're.
He's not mentally.
There's a bunch of people that are homeless, and it's like they have mental issues.
Right.
They are drug addicted.
People abandon people.
Yeah, they're people that have been abandoned. That's not your situation, bro.
You're
You're homeless by absolute choice.
Yeah.
I did a comedy special. I haven't released it yet because I'm still trying to get somebody edited. But I did a comedy special on Skid Row at St. Julian Park, and I fed the homeless and got them haircuts and stuff like that. And I just did my homeless jokes. All the jokes that I did here and there, I put them together to like an hour. And
You did an hour of homeless jokes?
all the
Skid
homeless
Row.
jokes. All the homeless jokes out of 3 years of here and there, I just put them together. And what happened was when I did those things, I want to inform people about the homeless things that I learned being homeless, which is people, when they think homelessness, they think of a crackhead. Like the crackheads ruined the great homeless name. You see what I'm saying? So people think that you're supposed to stink or you're supposed to be out here crazy, you know. But a lot of people don't understand that it's a statistic that says something about 90% of homeless people become drug addicts after they become homeless. And it's not some people think that when you're homeless because you traded your house for drugs or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And people who shame me in the comments, because the comments are brutal. The Instagram comments are brutal.
Oh yeah, they always gonna be brutal.
On your post?
Mm-hmm. TikToks are nice.
Troll.
TikToks are one of the nicest people I've ever seen.
Younger generation.
They would say stuff like,
TikTok
man,
people
hey, come on my house anytime. I don't know you from Adam. And eat all my food. Come to my restaurant anytime. And I look at all the comments. And in Instagram, it's like, get a job you in hard R. You know what I'm saying? Like literally things like that all the time. So what I want to tell people is we all lack something. We all like carless, houseless, homeless, womanless, whatever it is, whatever
Soulless.
you can't get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of y'all. So I want to, it's no difference. You know, some people pay for apartments and they pay $4,000 a month. So that means they're further away from having a house than I am. We all are. Some people are like in debt and they flex on people who got $5 in their pocket and not in debt. You know what I'm saying? So it's how it's perception. That's why I put in the comments. I mean, in the caption, perception. It's like some people go on vacation to lay on the beach. I lay on the beach every day. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, oh, but yours is different. Why is it different? They're like, well, you know, I camp though sometimes, and it's like, so many different things, and I want to let everybody know in the comments also. Anybody can become homeless. So sometimes,
that's
Uh-huh.
everybody is one check away
Mhm.
from being fucked. And
A bad decision away.
One
I
bad,
had a girl-
I like that
Bad
better.
decision.
not even a bad decision. That's the crazy thing about what's happening in this world right now. Yeah, bad decision, but you can be
layoff shit.
a bad
Wrong choice.
anything,
Mhm.
like a bad, like unexpected illness, a bad unexpected something that you don't even control.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yo, shit is so expensive these days. I like, bruh, it's a struggle for people who work,
Mm-hmm.
who got 5 hustles, who got
A
it's
job,
it's
all that.
it's a struggle with just for that. You know what I
I
mean?
had this girl. She
All
true
right, now
story.
you're talking. What now?
I had this girl I talked to back in 2019, and this was back when I lived in Tennessee. And
Tennessee.
when I lived down there, she said, "Oh, I can't homeless people. Oh my God, I can't. I would never talk to a homeless dude and just stuff like that." And me growing up in the projects and growing up from homeless parents and stuff like that, I understand. I'm like, bro, that don't make you who you are. Like what? Why anybody become homeless? Say nah. So that year, Nashville had a massive tornado. I'm talking about it made world news. Like dozens of people died, and I was in a tornado. I was literally at a spot where everything around it was flatlanding when I came out.
Oh,
Like
man.
I was just like, oh shoot, it's
Category
windy,
5.
and I go inside and they just get super duper silent. You see fire and scary.
You can have them in case you're hungry too.
What's up? Thanks for
Help
giving
you out.
back, man. Thanks for giving back. But it's like, and I come out in flat land, and her mom was homeless after that. It was
Her
like-
mom.
Her mom was homeless. And she was like, oh my God, now my mom living with me. And I'm like, you see how easy it is to become homeless? And she was like, oh, that's different though, because that's national tragedy. And
Yeah, she got
ooh,
insurance to help
Yeah.
her.
She
They,
had
you
the
know, they
wrong
gonna be
idea
good all
about
that.
That's
but-
different from all
homeless.
your other homeless people.
Huh.
What she say? Because I went home at the time. She was like, that's different from all these other homeless people. I'm like, okay. Then right after that, COVID happened, and people became homeless. And then I'm like, okay, so what we telling ourselves?
My thing
And-
that get me or
That
that
was bad luck.
yeah, that's what that was. My
Oh,
only thing
boy.
that gets me is that you say you wasn't working in Tennessee either.
Mhm.
And then you came out here and was so when did you ever have, or how in your mind did you think you was going to be able to pay the $2,000 for the comedy club? Like what is your plan? Like everybody got to have a plan that makes some kind of sense. And it can't always just make sense to you, because sometimes to you isn't the right way or the reality. Whenever I make a decision, I've said this on the podcast before, I'll call at least 3 to 5 people. 3 to 5 people just to say, Trey, this decision is dumb. Trey, think about this. Trey, that decision is good. Whatever. From the smallest thing to the biggest thing, I consult.
Like the president, you just like, hey,
Yeah,
fuck pass this law.
Yeah, because I have people in my circle that I trust enough to at least, put
Get a
me in the right
perspective
direction.
type thing?
I respect their perspectives, and I'm really trying to make the best decision that I can make. From the smallest things to the biggest things. You know what I mean? I'll call my man, yo, what you think of these shoes? No, okay, fuck it. Any little thing. So what is your plan, or what are you trying to do? Like what is it?
The number one thing I'm trying to do is be happy. So I do it a little different only because I just want to be happy. It could be, I cannot make it, but I can be like, okay.
Look, I already put one thing out. Like, okay, I gotta make one point. Go.
Yeah, so I cannot make it, but I can be like, okay, I got a little spot, money coming in. I've always been a hustler. Going back to your other question, I've always been a hustler, so I always, as soon as I start doing street performance and seeing how much money I can get by, hey, and coming up with quick things.
Street
and,
talks.
and I'm like, oh, I can always make money as long as I got me a skill. And I also have other skills also and talent that I always also make money off of. But I also know how to make money. So I'm like, hey, I can always just be happy. And honestly, I think that we only do that. We only get a house and we gotta have a couch and little curtains that match the little carpet only because of women. So I know how to. I think we get it because women.
Oh, you think that's it?
I think that if a man without a woman, a man would just have TV on the ground, one chair in the living room. You know what I'm saying? No couch, no love seat, no. I think if it's just up to a man, he would just be like, "All right, it's my little chair, TV, I'm good." You know. So, but I feel like we do that because of that. And honestly, with me, I know how to. I get a lot of women. You know, I know how to get a woman. You know, I think I've been blessed with some type of charm and, you know, how to talk to women. So now I know how to get women. So I don't really care about women knowing that I'm homeless or having less and stuff like that. So I can be happy. And my number one thing is to be happy doing what I envision in my mind, to just do art. Let's say comedy don't work. Let's say I'm doing basketball tricks on YouTube, or I'm making a vase on YouTube and showing kids how to do it. It could be whatever. I can teach the kids how to do comedy, or that's another way I made money. I taught kids. I mean, I taught people. I taught lots of comics the game of comedy, and also how to run a business and all those other things. So I just want to be happy. I just want to just like, okay, this is cool. I'm comfortable. I don't need this. I don't need this. Girls want this though, but I can get a girl even without that. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I don't really need that. So I'm cool where I'm at. And sometimes my friend will say things, but I don't go with what they say because a lot of people go off of insecurities. A lot of people in the comments going off of insecurities, like you're supposed to hide this because you ain't a man, and woo. I think we all are men. You know, I just think that we got different values. Some people value having money, or some people value strength and comedy, or, you know, basketball, or whatever it is that grabs women's attention to you. If you can't or not talented, I'm not gonna say you can say you're not a man. So don't say I'm not a man because my value of getting women ain't having a nice car or a bed or whatever.
Well, your value shouldn't be based off of women. Period.
Yeah, you shouldn't define yourself.
What I mean?
Sorry, Fox. Are you changing it to making it now? Because you said we want to be. No, you said I just want to make it with any demographic. Now is it? I want to just be happy.
That's my number one thing, to be happy.
Be happy. Okay, what you gonna say, Fox?
I was gonna say, I mean, you don't have to put anybody's business out there, but you talking about you get chicks, you know how to get the gab or whatever. Are you hollering at chicks that are homeless?
That's a serious question.
That's not the question.
I was wondering the same thing.
That's not the question I thought you were about to ask.
That's the same thing.
He's like, okay,
I'm serious, man. I'm not saying they gotta be. I'm just saying,
I'm serious. I don't want them to go to waste. That's why I bought the fruit for everybody.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Thank you.
I wasn't being funny when I said that.
No. I appreciate it.
I tried to start a grape fast.
I'm sorry,
but it just didn't work. It's still in the refrigerator.
You said only homeless? Do I talk to only homeless?
No, I said, have you like
only
in that realm? Because
like
they're
only homeless.
Hilarious.
Date nap.
You know it's a fetish for homeless.
I
don't get that. You know it's a fetish for being homeless. Like some of the women.
No, I don't know.
Video
I can believe that.
Was shooting a shot because they seen a guy who. They was like, "Oh my God, you can." They was trying to shoot their shot, but it's funny. I have been with some women who are homeless. I don't care what a woman has.
Let me be specific. People in your demographic,
Neighbors?
which are other comedians, other females like that are comedians, because these are your coworkers, and most people they have relationships with their coworkers, not just, or in the business. So, do you come across that, and you have relationships that way?
Well,
and I'm asking that for a reason.
Do I see that they're homeless and then do it because they're homeless?
No. Just say it just happens to be. Oh, I'm homeless too, and then there's a connection.
Oh, me too. We got so much in common.
I'm not trying to make light of it, but
no, for real. I mean,
but
I have met so many women who are like, "Oh yeah, I'm out here to shoot my dream too," and when they find out that I'm open up with it, they be like, "You know what? I've been like this for a while too. I'm homeless also." And them, And those relationships has been everything is just like, hey, more comfortable.
Carefree.
The women are real comfortable.
Yeah.
Like,
You ain't got to worry about paying
No
her bills.
expectations,
She
no
ain't.
pressure.
on a different
she ain't
level
asking you
of
to.
any woman being comfortable with me. When a woman find out that, hey, I respect that. You know, they
live your
get
truth.
super
Because you're
comfortable.
working.
Like a pal, not comfortable. Like I'm trying to just have sex with you. Comfortable. I'm talking about comfortable to a level where I want to be your pal,
Guard
like
down,
your
what?
your homie, like
Your pal.
Oh, pal.
like not just comfortable. I'm gonna still give you some cat, but I'm so comfortable. I want to be like just pal around with you. Like, man, let's soak in. Let's build each other up. Let's strengthen each other's hustle of why we even out here. Or what we think we destined for.
So,
All right, so you say you teach you taught other comics the comedy game, the game of comedy. What is the game of comedy that you're teaching?
Well, ultimately,
And nigga, stop eating the grapes. We having a conversation. You can't chew and answer questions at the same time.
I'm putting my
Trey
grape
gave
pocket.
nigga great.
a grape pocket.
And he grabbed a fucking fistful of them shits too. Like, nigga, there's no way you can eat all those.
Like on
questions.
trading places. These
yeah.
are your grapes. You don't have
No, they're
to.
yours, man. You're gonna leave it. You're gonna leave it. It's a nice parting gift,
Hey,
okay?
me. I already claimed them.
You would be only stealing from yourself. Look at the curtain. Look at the curtain.
Two fucking questions you already.
I think that
Nigga hungry, man. Let that nigga eat.
You wanna take a break? Eat some
Great
grapes?
break, nigga. A great break is crazy.
The four of us will talk while you choose some grapes. The four of us will talk while you choose some grapes.
Great break.
We gotta cut this down.
yeah, crazy. The last thing was you said
You said
so
teaching people the comedy game. What's the game of comedy?
the
that you're
game of
teaching?
comedy is ultimately comedy is about communication. The best you can communicate, the funnier you are. It's more about communication than it is the actual written joke. You can say potato, but if you can communicate that the best way, it can be hilarious. But you can have the best written joke and then say it like, all right, so and then it would be they missed out on the good joke because of you communicated it.
I agree with that.
Terrible.
Yeah, delivery
So
is
I'm teaching
horrible.
people how to communicate. If it's looking, if it's pointing, if it's engaging the crowd. One of the best ways to communicate comedy, and the best way is how you talk to women. I would say, because the way you speak to a woman, when you come with a woman with confidence, the more confidence you have, the more she's sold. She can think you're ugly, but you can sell her. So when you come on stage with that same confidence and the way your stage presence and how you walk around with that BD energy, you know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, he might be slang. You know what I'm saying?
I've always said that every guy is pretty much saying the same thing to every girl. Every guy's saying, hi, how you doing? What's your name? Where you from? Every guy's saying it. I just say it the best. I just say it the best.
It's funny because I don't really say none of that. I just be like, you do, you don't. That's how I am. Like I think it's because I'm in my 30s
yes or
now.
no? Just straight buying.
I
Yes,
ask her
no.
if I gave you my number, would you want it? And if she's like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know. I'm just out. I'm like, I try to see how much she would like me. To me, it's like a who likes me the most contest. The woman who likes me the most, because I'm gonna get all the women I like. Let's say I like 5 women. And all 5 women that's my type and I believe in, the one who likes me the most win. And I'm like, the other ones just fade and get less time. And, so if I want a woman to want me first. That's the first thing. Before we find out anything else, she has to want me.
Date the her
Yo,
episode.
I don't
coming
know.
soon.
I don't know
There's
how
some
many
logic.
women are gonna see this episode or how many women gonna watch
Date the
this.
her
Herb
episode.
episode.
You ain't never seen a homeless nigga with this much confidence in your life, baby. I know they can be watching like, yo, this nigga really talking like there's a crib somewhere. I'm gonna get the girl. I'm gonna get 5 of them. They're like, this nigga really.
Can we go back?
I respect it, bro.
Let's go back to you mentioned when you were on the beach or wherever it was, and you had to lay down a tarp and you have to tie stuff to your toes and all that.
Very crazy.
So, like survival skills, like give me some perspective on how you protect yourself in those situations, because it's like, oh, they took your backpack, but they could take you. I mean,
Yeah,
where,
that's a good question.
how relaxed are you? You know, you sleeping on the ground. You know, you wake up with superpowers and stuff, but you had to sleep through the night.
I think that you're safer outside being homeless than you are in your house. That's just how I feel.
How so?
I feel like if you're in a house, somebody like, okay, they got something valuable in there. They lock their doors. They got, money. They make money to even have a house. They got things. When they see a homeless person, they be like, what do he got that I want? You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got no money. He ain't got no, what he got? Sometimes I have my shoes out and they probably, they might assume, let me just take that. But other than that, they like, what do he got that I want? Like, my value to them is not that high. They like.
I get that.
So,
I actually say, I sometimes I'd be not afraid, but sometimes I'd be like, yo, what was that? What was that noise? You know what I mean? About
Interesting.
But maybe not just them. What about other people who don't know how to homeless like you?
Do you get in fights or in conflict? You don't get in...
No. When the dude took my backpack, that's the only time where I was like, I had my backpack out. I was laying my head on my backpack.
Okay, there it is. I can hear you now.
I pillowed it. He drove through on the bike.
Pillowed it. That's some homeless terminology that I don't know. What are you talking about?
The
I'm gonna walk out
backpack.
so I can talk to you.
Dude drove by, snatched the backpack, and rolled down it. Like, he already gone. He had momentum come down the hill.
Nigga, if you don't tell me what pillowing means.
He laid on the backpack.
I rested my head on the backpack.
There you go.
And when I laid my head on the backpack, he just came and snatched it. But other than that, I usually have everything in my sleeping bag. I put it inside.
You sleep with your stuff?
Yeah, I put it inside.
Okay.
And basically, how to homeless. The three things you gotta have to homeless the right way if you want to shoot for your dreams and you feel like you're ready with what you have is EBT, a storage unit, and a gym membership.
So you have a storage unit.
I have a storage
So
unit.
why don't you sleep in there?
Well, my storage unit is a small
You can't fit in there comfortably.
It's like a closet. Like a closet.
The size of this, the size of like half this room,
like an actual closet.
Mm-hmm.
Like a walk-in closet, or you pull it open
like
and there's
a closet,
like a phone booth.
General
a little bit
okay.
bigger than a phone booth, but like a phone booth.
So won't you get a bigger one? That way you can sleep in there.
Well, so anytime I spend money, I'm hustling backwards to me.
Okay.
So I want to have as much money as I can have, and I shouldn't have that much stuff. If I'm starting to get that much stuff, I'm like, bro,
what are
you doing too much?
Yeah. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what? I don't need more stuff.
So you have a PO box or a mailbox somewhere? How did that work?
Sometimes I get it sent to my friends.
Okay, yeah.
I get it sent to my friend. But far as you said sleeping in the storage unit, some people do that. I can't do that. Or I can't sleep. And some people in the comments said, go to the mission or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or those
you got
things have curfew. Yeah, those things have curfew.
Oh, true.
And I came here for comedy. I'm not here to get comfortable. I'm not here to be comfortable. I'm just here to grind. And the uncomfortability might make me focus more on getting my goals. Like, bro, you want this? You want a house? Make it in comedy. All right, you trying to make it in comedy? Do this. Like, it showed me, like, hey, get up and get it. If you want a house, if you were cold last night, go out there. like Rick Ross said, you gotta be cold. You gotta be cold out. He said something like that when he talked to that one kid.
I got a question for Trey. Like a little while ago, you said about his plan and how you consult with a few people that you trust. Do you think that there's something he's doing wrong that you would consult differently about his process?
Well, his process is his process. But when I ask how he make his certain decisions, how do you make decisions? Like, what do you? Because everything that I'm hearing him saying is about is him.
Mm-hmm.
It's him. And sometimes when you're just looking at it from your own POV, you're not getting opinions of other people, then you're doing yourself a disservice because there might be a better way or a better approach. Because you got to think about how many people came out here, how many homeless actors are there out there, how many homeless, what make your homelessness better than the next person's homelessness? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I consult with people and successful people. I consult with regular people. I consult with everybody. Well, I mean, like I said, within my circle, I have different kinds of people within my circle. And, and I try to see if I'm making the right decisions. Mm-hmm. So whenever you making certain decisions that you may think is right, you should have somebody you might could talk to that could say, yo, you might not want to go about it this way. Mm-hmm. Won't you try it that way and see how that works? Mm-hmm. If it don't work like that, go back doing it your way.
Oh,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
did say something. You did say something earlier that I missed. You said something about how about do it this way? I have done it. I went to college. I have had a job. I have had my own business. I have had I have lived in a house. You know, like I pay rent in a big old house. I have lived in a studio apartment. I have paid rent in a studio apartment. I have lived in my comedy club. I have all these things, and the most comfortable I am is
Right now.
being homeless. It's like what Tony said. It's the most fun.
Mm.
It's the most freeing. The freeing part is the best. Like when I had a comedy club, I had to at minimum make the rent. I had to at least have $5,000 a month. And having $5,000 a month,
Ain't
I
a
had
lot of- a
somebody
little bit of
on
money.
my back. I had somebody like, hey, where my money at? You know, I'm like, so I don't have nobody saying where my money at. You owe me this, you owe me that. I ain't got none of that. And I can wake up when I want to wake up. So I can get into, I can be comfortable on stage.
Not unless there's a party going on in the park.
Oh yeah, unless it's a party. Unless it's a party.
Can y'all keep it down?
So I don't know what y'all was talking about just now, but I'm listening to what you're saying right now.
They had a homeless.
So what's the end game? When you get what you'll get an apartment. When you get to where you'll get an apartment, or you just gonna be like, I'm on
Good
TV
question.
but I'm homeless. I just shot a commercial but I want to be homeless because I don't want to have to pay rent. I don't want to have to pay bills. What's this? Is this a comfortability that's working for you because of the situation you are currently in, or is this something you just like? I see sustaining this for years and years and years.
Yeah, I would say. For me, getting certain cars or houses or anything, I have to have.
No. Hold on. Let me check because I think you're going to answer the question incorrectly. Cars are a luxury. You don't have to have a car. I get that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you are sleeping in the park tonight, right? For how long do you see this going on? And is there something that you need to grasp before you say, okay, I have this down, I'm going to get an apartment?
I think so. This was gonna be my answer. Tell me if it's not answering the question or not. But I was like, because it goes back to what Trey also said. I have to make roughly around 10 times more than that for me to
more than what?
Whatever it is.
Whatever
so
the rent is.
You said you tried to split it up, but I'll say across the board, I feel that way about anything. About getting a car, getting a house.
Okay.
I have to, if something is $1, I have to have $10 for me.
Okay, so if the rent is $2,000, you got to make $10,000, $20,000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
10 extra income.
I would have to comfortably make that. And
a week, a day, a month. What are you saying?
So okay, let's say rent. So okay, so if it's
whatever the rent is
consistently and have that for at least 4. I gotta consistently make that 4 months in advance. Like, cause some stuff you can make consistently and then it just stop, like a job or something like that. But like if I have 10 times more than that, but I saved up 4 times that, then I'll get a house.
Not even a house
or apartment.
Getting a house,
whatever it is.
Put it this way.
So Trey said,
you on reserve.
I don't want to hustle backwards, so I don't buy a bigger storage because I don't want to.
I had a shitty car. No, I never had a shitty. I used to drive a shitty car. It wasn't mine, but I used to drive a shitty car back in New York. I got my first car when I got to LA. I was making money. I bought a nice car. I like nice cars now. I don't want to have a shitty car ever again. I don't look at it like I got to make 10 times the amount of the car. I look at it like I get up and bust my ass every day and make money. So it will sustain the car. If there comes a time where I'm like, oh shit, money going down, I'm not making as much, I go down with the quality of the car. You understand? I don't want to not have a car now. I know I can not have a car. It's a reality. I could be like, I could function in this city. It'll be difficult, but I could get around with no car. I just choose not to. I've slept on the floor. I sleep in a comfortable bed now. I don't want to go back. I can if I need to. Right. If situations and circumstances dictate it, of course I can. Where I'm from is not the best place to grow up. I've seen it. I've been there. I don't want to go back. But I'm saying all this to say, I don't think anybody says, I got to make 10 times this before I spend on this. I just look at it like I can afford it. and I have the wherewithal. I got these two and these two and this big motherfucker right here that's gonna get me money forever.
And that goes back to what I'm saying. It's funny. I see, and I told you this. It's two from what I've witnessed, and you guys let me know if I'm right, if I'm wrong, if you guys experience the same thing. It's two things that I witnessed. I witnessed comedians not giving other comics jobs based off of them having jobs, or they feel like they don't need it, even though they might be better. Like
Not giving them jobs based on
like not booking other comedians or booking them
because
they got jobs or other source of income, go. So I've seen comedians slight niggas from, or other comedians from doing that. He don't need it, or he ain't hustling hard, or he ain't in the grind, or whatever the bullshit.
And I get you don't need it, nigga. Your brother's famous.
Yeah.
I get you don't need it, nigga. Your brother's famous.
And then I've seen people who say, yo, he work hard. He work hard all around the clock. He do this hustle, he doing that hustle, he doing this hustle, he doing this hustle. Where I'm from, the niggas who hustle the hardest got rewarded the most from how I was raised and where I was from and what I seen in the streets. And then niggas who slack, they was like, this nigga ain't even trying to do it. He ain't working hard on his own, so why I'm gonna do this? He's gonna become a liability. You know what I'm saying? So how do you handle that if you feel like, you know what, I would like to take the Herm on the road, but if I take him on the road to give him this, then that nigga might be like, yo, can I sleep at your crib? Hey, can I do this? Like, he might be more of a liability, and I don't really want to deal with that. As far as this nigga right here, this nigga hustling, he got his regular job, he do hustling on his comedy, he doing all this shit. I'm gonna reward him because he's really like out here just not depending on nobody, and he's not a liability. How do you handle that?
I also want to say, because a lot of people in the comments were talking about you get a job or you ain't got no money. Being homeless don't mean you don't have no money. So I have money, but going back to what you were saying though is if I need to spend money, I will spend it. I have it. That's why I haven't been buying these things. You know, disposable income. But
like I get that you said earlier, I'm closer to having a house than a person that's spending $4,000 a month in rent. I get that. Yeah. So I understood that to mean that you are making money and just saving it. Sitting on it.
Yeah, I don't spend money on any. The only thing I spend money on is if I borrow a car, if I use a car, gas. Gas is the only thing I spend money on.
That's just manners, man. You gotta, if you borrow somebody's cars,
put some gas.
Well, I'm saying like that's the only thing that's like I spend lots of money on is gas. I'm gonna return the car with the same amount of gas. But
you ain't answered the question. You get inside you. Yeah.
But I do agree and what you said about how people book and stuff like that. I'm not. People think that you are a liability. A lot of women say, "Oh, if I date a homeless dude, he gonna be a bum and ask for this and ask for that." I'm good. I'm comfortable where I'm at, so I don't ask for anything. I don't ask for none of that. I don't even. People ask me in the comments about the video. Why you didn't put a GoFundMe? I'm not asking for nothing. I'm dating a woman or I'm getting booked on a show. I don't say, hey, bro, can you feed me or nothing. I don't do none of that. I have EBT. I'm always feed myself. I'm always get there.
But you don't gotta ask. But the perception that people may have, do you think that may hinder that may hinder you? You know what I'm saying?
Perception I have of myself.
Just the perception they have of you,
that you would be a liability to take on the road because a homeless, unhoused person, whatever you want to call it, is perceived as a financial liability to take on.
He's not homeless. He's unhoused.
Yeah, he's more unhoused. He's homeless.
You're not homeless.
Unhoused. Politically.
So you're not homeless. What the fuck is this episode about?
Yeah, you're not homeless.
Ain't got 4 walls.
You're not homeless, bro.
How to be houseless
People do say
in
that.
Hollywood.
People do say that. When I'm out there on Skid Row or something like that, I'm just hanging with, you know what I'm saying, my folks, you see what I'm saying, my peers. What I do is when I talk to them, it's no different from me to them. I just don't have no addictions. That's the only thing that's different.
Okay.
The only thing that's different. So
or mental issues. You got mental issues?
Yeah.
I don't have
well, you said addiction. It's not only addiction.
A lot of
I don't know
Mentally
what the numbers are, But mental illness is real in the homeless community. I don't know what the numbers are.
I have a thought
Right.
that a lot of the mental illness coming from doing drugs or have been doing drugs, and
I don't do dope. I'm just crazy.
but the only difference between me and them is just doing that. So
You're a comedian and they're not.
I have a skill, but those things, me not being on drugs and me wanting to find my wife out here in these streets, I am more kept than the idea. But
yeah.
Because the idea what people think is a crackhead. I'm like,
Right.
they're
You're
not.
not on crack.
Yeah, I'm saying like they people think when they think homeless, the idea is if you say, "Hey, homeless man," and the first thing somebody think about in their head is gonna be some crackhead.
Now,
And
now,
anybody who begs
that's
for
a bit.
anything,
is that a bit?
more unhoused?
That should be a bit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I did.
That's
He's
a
more
bit.
unhoused than he is homeless. It's
No,
just-
Yeah, I can't stand
about
crackheads.
that.
They give homeless people like me a
no,
bad.
it's actually my set.
Everything
okay.
you doing by choice. Seems
Yeah.
like. You're not
Homeless by
know.
choice.
It's not
is
like
real
when
special.
women say, "I'm single by choice." Wait a minute.
Oh no!
So have you ever
I
interacted?
can't afford a house.
Wait, as a
I'm
not
not
comic,
single.
even a
I'm
house.
just manless.
I can't afford none of that.
okay, but
I can't-
question about that since Trey asked the question. Have you interacted with a comic that was like even considering bringing you out and they had concerns? Or has that opportunity happened
Well,
yet?
no one knew that I'm homeless. Like me coming out
You
with
don't
this
leave
video,
with that.
Because I feel like somebody's
I
gonna reach
don't-
out
You
to
don't.
you.
I'm just
I
saying.
don't say
Soon.
like everybody find out I'm
Shit,
homeless.
that ain't going. I mean,
Even
that's
my
publicity.
parents-
A headline's gonna take them for sure.
Even my
'cause they want
parents
the-
found out.
the
I said,
publicity.
I'm gonna post it though, but I might get a call from my mother and father because they don't even know. I'm like, I don't know, but I've been doing it for so long. Now they gotta just let it ride.
Mhm.
At first they probably be like, come stay with. They probably been like that. But my parents, I said, okay, they gonna find out like the world gonna find out. So your question was
comic support. Has a comic actually
Yeah,
extended
so
yet or talked
if
about
Dave
bringing you
Chappelle
out
was
yet?
like, hey, big dog, come down to Washington, you know what I'm saying? I need you to do all these shows, right? I will spend. I have the money to get the plane, and then however I save my money in the city, I probably get a U-Haul and sleep in a U-Haul.
No,
whatever
nigga,
it
you
is.
don't do what Dave Chappelle.
Whatever
Relax.
it is.
The point is, okay.
And if he just wants me to be at the show, he might not know I don't say, hey bro, I'm not gonna appear to be like I had hard times and struggles or none of that. I'm not gonna ask for none of that. And if I don't want to sleep in the U-Haul, I can get a hotel.
Wait.
You know?
Here's what I'm saying now. Because now this is your reality. 10 million views. It's become a knowledgeable thing now. There's no other opportunity for real right now but to accept any angle that comes your way in terms of like, hey, I see you out here grinding. I see you living this lifestyle. I want to extend this opportunity to you. It's going to be knowledge now, or common knowledge, or at least understated that, yeah, I know your situation. You ain't got to tell me. What I'm saying, though, is that are you ready to now lean into that and be like, hey, I ain't got to be like this if there's work available. And if there's work available for me to keep getting and move myself up, so be it. But the point is that you posted that for a reason. It's social media, right? Awareness. You spread awareness. Now there are enough comics now that might go, I mean, he actually is funny. I might fuck around and bring him out. Like, if this happens, are you willing to like go, hey, I want more work. I know y'all know my situation now. So let's move past the formalities like you would with a girl and go, is there work for me now? With all these headliners that you're about to run into.
I would say if the opportunity comes and I have to have this or not need this, not need that, me not hustling backwards, what I was thinking, hustling backwards by buying this and buying the bigger stores or whatever the case may be, I have accumulated a decent amount to go with the standard if they want me to
Go out and go work.
go out and do what go out and like if it's being on the set or if it's doing a show or having a hotel or having a certain clothes. They're like, hey, you have this clothes and come this time, I'm gonna have all that. I mean, because that's why I save for. It's not like I'm spending money on anything else. I don't drink and that. So I would say that I'm ready for those situations, and I'm also had a time. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's Monday, I gotta go back to work. I'm available. I have gotten a lot of opportunities from the video.
I'm about to say, what's the
I
support
got a
looking like?
lot of.
Are you monetized on TikTok?
I am now. At first I had like 700. At first I had 700 followers. Now I got over 10,000 followers.
Nice.
On TikTok? From that?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Nice.
That's only on TikTok. And So now I can monetize myself because I'm over 10,000.
Hey, call Ali.
So getting 12,000 followers in a week, cool. I mean, I appreciate all that. I got opportunities like some people who produce shows and manage stuff. They hit me up. Nothing written, but they
saying
I
something.
see you. Like,
Okay,
see,
so
I'm
good. I'm glad you said that because to piggyback on what you just said about opportunities coming forward, when I saw the post, I thought, okay, there's an opportunity here. I thought, and then you said you do street performance.
Mm-hmm.
I think a great angle would be for you to do a special on the street.
Mm-hmm.
I think we get some cameras, go out there, bark for an audience, do a special. Put that shit on YouTube or whatever. I also think there's something to do in the realm of give it to him, give it to Durham. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you wipe your fucking nose with your hand one more time. There's also something in just shooting a long form version of that to this and clip it up and put it on YouTube.
For sure.
I think there's something there.
I think that's what I did with the Skid Row special. I did on the street. Had everybody gather around, had the piles of clothes and things like that. Let them stick around for the food and stuff. And I gave out the jokes.
Chop that shit up into reels right now and just put that shit all out on your TikTok.
Chop what up? The Skid Row thing?
The park special, the homeless park special. Cut that shit up and drop it.
That's a good idea, but I'm saying like we get a camera crew and just like you doing 21 spots in a day. We follow you around for the whole day. We shoot everything. We shoot you going back to the Santa Monica, wherever it is. Okay, that's a night. Do the what is it? The still shot when you know the confessional when you what do they call it? The
confessional, yeah.
The confessional. Yo, this is my day. I wake up, I get up, I got to go do 21 spots today. Yo, this is I'm homeless, but you know I got to get it. So let's go.
10 million eyes on you right now.
I did 2 takes.
We can take advantage of that shit and cut it into episodes.
I did one.
You have your own series on YouTube.
Is it film festivals?
I did one at the one take at the Skid Row on the street on Skid Row, and the other take on the train, and I trying to splice it together, but the camera and audio is kind of up and down, whatever. So it had to be some great editing, or I'm trying to pitch what I have to see if because I did that. How much money I have to do that? I did it off of a few $100s or something like that. I had a few $100s. I said, you know what?
So do you want to do it again? You just want better camera and audio?
I will have. Yeah, I want better camera and audio, and
let's do it. I'll be it.
That'd be great.
How much did you shoot it for last time?
How much? What?
Hundreds.
A couple of hundred.
Yeah. So I spent about $300-400.
So $1,000 would be good.
It'd be great.
We can get it done with $1,000.
We got cameras.
All the money went to the cameraman.
Let's do it.
Yes, and the pizza. I had pizza and stuff like that. That was, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I ain't talking about pizza. Like, do you want to create a piece of art? Do you want to create something?
Sure.
Okay, you go to pizza, nigga. The pizza's the least of our concern.
Yeah.
That's how hungry this nigga. He's like, well, the pizza.
Yeah,
well,
right.
I
gotta be good.
It was a very special kind of pizza they had there.
I wanted to make sure I was giving to the homeless.
We know your intent.
That was my thing. I was giving out free haircuts and clothes and food.
Okay, so we get listen. Where are you going to shoot this at?
Skid Row.
We go to Skid Row. We have the pizzas. We got the truck with the haircuts, right? A makeshift audience. We could, get chairs or whatever. Makeshift stage. The Herm shoots a special. We cut it up. Reels, right?
Reels.
And we have a half hour or what if you want to do 30, 40, 45 minutes, whatever. We pitch that shit. We shop it around.
Man, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I mean, if you create art, your main goal for your art is to be out there
seen.
For people to see.
People,
this is the thing about the business side. I mean, I'm just instinctually like I'm losing my mind right now.
So to be
consumed. You want people to consume your art and like be exposed to it.
We said to be seen, but some
like I mean like people to get the work you're doing. Yeah. And so like for me though,
evaluate.
When you get a moment like this where you got you just said 8 to 10 million people on your eyes on you right now, they want to know what's going on with you. You were that interested into them in a 8-second, 10-second clip. You want to capitalize on the attention and go, yo, I'm more than just this clip. I have humor. I have jokes. I have reality. I got a good heart. I'm trying to get the people on the streets. Like, you use this moment to get them to follow you going forward. Even if you get 1% of 10 million, what is that, 100,000? Like, that's a lot of people that can fuck with you going forward. So, like, to me, you might have, I don't know how much you thought was going to happen from that. I don't know if you thought this was going to happen from it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't let a moment like this leave without them being still intrigued by you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to,
It is
it'll give you a good month of coverage.
Listen, that's what, nigga, you're here because I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it. It was
appreciate
like, yo, that's
Appreciate it.
crazy. And I'm saying not to try to get myself no props. I don't want no props from that. But I'm just like, I'm just saying it traveled the world and popped up on my phone. I don't follow you on TikTok. I don't follow you on Instagram. That shit hit my phone. I was like, oh shit, I know Derm. Like, what's this? Yo, I was like, damn, I wonder if my first question, I wonder if he would be willing to talk about this on the podcast. Then the creative mind was like, what can we do with this? This is something. Maybe a reality show. We just follow Derm around, do his spots or something. Then I'm like, okay, maybe we shoot a special somewhere. And I hit Grimy. You think Jaherm would be willing to talk about being homeless on the podcast? I'm sure he would. Reach out to him. Let's see. So you saying all this to me, this which is what I wanted to hear. So I'm saying let's shoot something.
No,
let's
for sure,
shoot.
for sure, I'm ready.
This is your springboard right here. People never know when they on their springboard. People never know when they on the thing right here about to go. Then you it's not until they look back and go, oh shit, that was the thing that put everything.
That's what I was saying. I was saying, don't let this moment go by.
You trying to go?
That
Try to
was the
find
thing.
another viral moment.
People never realize, like, oh, no, not always. They don't always realize, oh shit, that day was the thing that shot all of this.
I do want to say, because you talk about, do I want to talk about it? The hard part.
You really didn't talk about it. You jumped around so much. We didn't really got like a good.
Okay, so I would say, and this is for anybody who's, because a lot of people in the comments like, I'm doing the same thing, big dog. So the hard part of the video that says it's hard going from this to that is the fact that comedy, no matter how funny you are or no matter what you're doing, it don't equate to what you go home to or how much what you got at the crib.
Well, comedy don't have to be. Comedy's the stage, bro. Comedy's creating and the material to broadcast on stage or to showcase on stage.
So the viewers be like, oh, a lot of people in the comments like, you must not be funny if you sleep outside.
They don't understand.
And I'm like, that's not comedy. I'm like, that's not how comedy works. But that's what you would think. And they look at my bio, I've been doing comedy 15 years. So they like, oh, you're doing 15 years. You must suck. That's a lot of people said that. Like
you read all the comments. You read all the comments. That's your problem.
That's bystanders, nigga.
That's what they do.
You read all the comments.
There are people that go to basketball games, have season tickets to go to basketball games to talk shit to motherfuckers that are the best basketball players in the world. Because sitting there, you don't fucking understand this.
People sit courtside to hate.
I'm a boxing fan. I go to fights all the time, and I'm like, he should duck. Nigga, I'm sitting in a comfortable chair with a drink in my hand. I don't know what the fuck that dude going through.
Yeah, don't ignore 1,000 compliments.
Like, come on, bro.
No, don't ignore 1,000 compliments for one negative statement. Like you look,
everybody
you giving them too much power.
Like the Apollo, they're going to boo.
Some people are not strong. People want to do what I'm doing, but they're not strong as I am, or want to come out about it. So I want to.
People want to do what you're doing as far as put it out there. Or want to be homeless.
To go out
live on the edge
and do what or live in a studio or on the floor or in somebody's laundry room or whatever case. Yeah. Anybody who want to do any of those things or in a car and should go for their dream, they're not that brave or even to speak about it. So if another thing that was hard is talking about it. You know, first it took a while for me to make a joke about it. Then I make another joke. Then I made another joke here and there. You know, I say the things about the Planet Fitness showers, jokes and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. So every once in a while I throw one in there.
Gotta speak your truth,
and then,
man.
But again, I'll be at the club and I don't want to talk about it because I'm like, I want to do this joke, but some women in the crowd though, so I guess
that
I'm
means
doing
ego,
swallow ego, bro. That's ego. You know how much money you can make talking about that?
How was the confident guy that just said if it's 5 women, I'm gonna get all 5, and the one that like me the most, I'm gonna get up. Then you go into comedy club and go, I don't want to say I'm homeless. There's chicks in the room. Like that's scary. That's 2 different people. That's 2 different people. That's oxymoron.
When I speak to women, I don't lead with, hey, I got this and got that. But I don't be like, I don't want to have their first mind. Because when you think homeless, you think of a crackhead. So the first, I don't
That's
want them
not
to think.
necessarily
But you
true, but
not.
continue.
But you control
So-
what
No,
you put it out.
when you say homeless, you think crackhead.
No, no, I
Because
think
you keep
everybody-
saying- I don't think
I don't think that.
crackhead.
I wonder if
When I see
you crack.
crackhead, I think crackhead.
Yeah.
If they tell you
I know
to draw,
crackheads that go sleep in beds at night.
Crackheads that got houses.
Crackhead's Kevin on Decatur Street right now.
Not in LA, bro.
I know crackheads that live
Not
in
LA. In LA.
I know crackheads that live in mansions.
Crackhead Kevin lives on Decatur
Crackhead
Street.
Kevin.
if you draw a picture of a homeless man by memory, if a homeless man is begging for something, he's on drugs. He don't need money for anything.
Not necessarily true.
He don't. And if he asks for a lump sum from a friend, that's different. But if you're asking like, oh, just give me $1.
You stereotyping the homeless right now is crazy.
I talk to homeless people.
That's a crazy choice to do.
I'm around these people. That's
John
what's
Grimes
going
was
on.
crackhead. Was homeless. He ain't a crackhead.
No. Me.
What kind of homeless were
Me
you?
being on the
What kind of
street.
homeless
Salvation
were you?
Army, sleeping on parks, picnic tables, everything. We was homeless for years.
That's what I'm saying. Knowing how to homeless before I found a good place to lay. I was on the park benches and stuff like that. I was
place to
homeless.
lay.
I was homeless in even in New York. And it's like when you homeless, you talk to people and you see how they live. They what you think how they are on drugs. And they're unkept in the dirtiness and all that other stuff because they're on drugs. Most likely. Like I want to say in the 80s and 90% of that's most likely what's going on. They're unkept, got the hose. So anytime you think about a homeless person, it's the hose or clothes ain't clean or you stink or whatever, it's
You mean the
because
scars from the
of
needles.
the drugs.
Drug needles.
Yeah, it's because of the drugs.
But you did say
can
earlier
I-
that
can I
a
ask-
large percentage of them were not on drugs when they became homeless.
Yeah.
Okay, so their situation may have changed them and made them exposed to different things that had a negative effect on their life.
Yeah, because that
However,
means
we're not going to associate,
drugs.
we're not going to directly correlate homelessness with drugs because then that means that you do it because you're homeless.
Well, we got to take the idea of homelessness and being a crackhead and split
That's
it
why
apart.
you're here right
You
now
say
changing that.
So when we think about homelessness, again, when I perform at these shows, I was like, all right, I started talking about it. And when I started getting women I talked about it, I was like, okay, cool. That's another level of, bravery or confidence I got now. I'm like, okay, cool. I can talk about me being homeless and still get women. Then the other hard part, the newest part I unlocked is releasing a video. I was like, dang. Because when you talk to a woman at a club, the first thing she asked for, what's your Instagram? You be like, oh, not right now. I'm off the grid right now. So I got a stunt because I'm like I posted this video. I want to see this video.
I'm going to say this real quick.
Contrast
Yeah, you
of
contrast.
statements, bro. You said I don't care what people think. I don't care what women say. I don't care. I can't post a video because
That's
women
right.
might see it. I can't tell a joke because women might see it. You are a contradictory sitting on the couch right now.
And that's what, and
A
that,
contradiction.
and because you said that, that's exactly what I was about to say. It's painting another picture. It's a lot of holes, which leads me to believe that
It almost seems like I'm homeless for the look.
yeah, it's like to me, bro. It's just I feel like you could do better, and if nobody else gonna say that, I'm gonna tell you that.
Here's what
Hold on. Let me finish because this is on some big brother shit. Just like I had that talk with you for damn near 30 minutes, bro. You don't need to do this shit for the look. You don't need to do this shit to make you seem like this is how you gonna make it in comedy. You don't need to do this shit for anything. Like, just do yourself a good service by putting effort in everything you doing, bro. And I'm gonna be honest. In my opinion, this ain't it. This ain't it. And I'm not like you could still follow your dream and do exactly what you need to be doing, but you have to make better decisions right now. And I'm saying that based off of just the conversation and the contradictions. Because if you're contradicting on the couch, you're contradicting a lot of ways how you move in life as well. You know what I'm saying? And within those contradictions, you're dropping the ball in certain areas. In my opinion,
I don't think it's not. It's not.
No,
contradictory
I
at all.
want to say. I want to say this really quick before you say that because it's something about this that don't click to me, and I just want to make sure I say it before you respond. I see the Herms. I see the Herm that I see around his colleagues that is extremely confident and probably would say a lot of different things than I feel like he says right now. And I don't know if it's because of the stature or this is a different vibe for him or different surroundings. But to me, this guy talks not completely different, but it's way more confidence in everything he's saying. Even if it sounds crazy, he says it with crazy confidence. So I don't know if that's because of this is a podcast or because everybody here, you guys are veterans in the game and maybe he's just being more respectful. But I think if you're crazy enough to do the things you are doing, you got to lean into it no matter where you are. Even if you're around Tony, Joe, and Trey, you got to talk to them as crazy as you would brother them and all them on the sidewalk outside the Improv at 1 a.m. Like, you gotta be that guy all the time. And it's okay to know that your situation is uncomfortable right now and still be lack a little confidence in every answer you have. Like, yo, this is not a great look maybe for girls, or maybe this is not the most impressive thing to do, but I do believe my evil genius is crazy enough to go, it'll work out one day with this crazy method. But you gotta lean into it.
Because if
don't
I see
waffle in front of us.
If I see the inconsistencies just off of this, then I can't imagine the inconsistencies that you're having in your life where this decision could be, you could
or
have
in your stand-up.
Everything.
Listen, man, everybody in this room is a little bit crazy. You have to be
a little crazy to do
you
this
have
shit.
to be on a scale. You have to be somewhere on the scale of insanely delusional.
Yeah, maniacal
to be
confidence.
in this business.
Yeah.
I feel like you really got to be like, so I did might have been Breakfast Club, one of them. It was a long time ago. I did a radio interview. And I was just talking about how, your brother and you coming behind your brother. Yo, I don't even think of that. Like, I'm probably nicer than that motherfucker. Y'all just don't know it. You think you better than your... Yo, it's supposed to sound crazy. Everything I say about me, and I'm just talking about Tony Rock, all the shit I say about me is supposed to sound fucking unbelievably cocky and fucking you out of your mind. And this nigga's not rapped right to you. It's supposed to sound fucking crazy. Yo, I'm random people, cops, whoever, pull me over. What do you do? Oh, I'm one of the best comics in the world. You're one of the best comics in the world? What's your name? Tony Rock. How come I never heard of you? Just because you never heard of me don't mean what I'm saying is not true. It has to sound fucking insane to you. That's why I believe it.
People have said that they said if your dreams don't sound insane to other people, then you're not dreaming.
Yo.
Dream big.
And you gotta
realistic.
Wait, you what? I be at the airport. Sorry, can I get a picture? And a white lady walk past. Oh, they asked for a picture. Who are you? Oh, I'm one of the best comics in the country. Really? Yeah, bitch, it's supposed to sound crazy to you. That's why I believe it. Because it sounds crazy to another motherfucker to hear it. So, bro, you either believe this shit and you fucking like, bro, I'm crazy about what this shit.
Lean into the villain, dog.
You know what I'm saying? And no, you don't gotta get it, nigga. I get it.
I would say, I think that is what I'm saying is not crazy. I'm just saying it in a crazy way. So everything I believe in, I think is all information that we all believe in, but it's ordered in it's all bunched together into a basket where if you look at the basket, you're like, what's in that? And it looks crazy, but it's all information and perception that we all believe in day to day. And you said something about that I do it for the look. I'm not doing it for the look. I don't. It's like the reason why you said the contradiction. The reason why I do that to women and I don't want them to know I'm homeless off the bat is because I want people to hear me out first.
Okay, but just so we're clear, I'm gonna let you finish. Just so we're clear here, the original part of the podcast was I don't care what people think. I don't care about what it looks like. I don't care. And now the latter part of the podcast is like I don't want to tell this joke because girls are here, and I don't want to. So the contradiction makes it look like. Is this just for the eyes? And that's why I said that. I'm not saying I don't believe you homeless. Right. I don't believe you. Like you did the video and then got up and went in the 4 seasons. You know what I'm saying? I believe it.
Like my video.
The two different, very different points of view in one sit down is like that doesn't vibe with that, and that doesn't vibe with that. I'm gonna give you an example
of how I am. Right. So before the podcast even started. Me and Tony were talking briefly about where people from, where they raised,
Right.
where their parents live right now, where they used to live, all things like that. And I don't subscribe to things like that. I don't subscribe to even giving people the information to where I was born or where I was spending most of my life at, or where my parents live at right now. I don't subscribe to that because I don't want that to define what they think their perception of that is to define me. Because I feel like it's a laziness of how people feel like it's a lazy way of people feel like they know you or comfortable. They create whatever they want to create about you first. So I don't do the zodiacs. I don't do where you from. I don't do the let's say homelessness, right? So put that in the same thing. When people see, when I say, hey, I lived in Brooklyn, right? Let's say I lived in Brooklyn, right? Oh, then me, ooh. Then it's like, okay, she's thinking Brooklyn, boom. This dude right here gotta be like this. Whatever
The whole time you talking Brooklyn,
right?
Maryland.
And even
Brooklyn, Maryland.
even if I so I say that, and people automatically, okay, they create for their insecurity. They put you wherever they want to put you for their insecurity.
They categorize you. They put you in a box
they put you in a box.
based on what you say or what they see.
Exactly.
They haven't
Same
taken the
thing with
chance to get to
Zodiacs.
know you.
They be like, oh, you a Cancer, so you got to be woo-woo. Or they be like, oh, you homeless? So the first thing I think about is homelessness. Or the same thing about, oh, you can't have this. You can't have those. A lot of people talk about, I had some Rick Owens on in the video. They built their insecurities around how they feel like you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to act, how you are. I want my talents.
You don't want to be in a box. What did I say? I said some of that was what you're saying right now. It was like, I get it. You don't want to be in a box. But what we talked about earlier was how, people are always, I'm from this street or I'm representing this neighborhood, this hood. And I'm like, it's mostly poorer people. Not just black people, but poorer people are, I represent 15th Street, or we represent this hood or this neighborhood. Because poorer people have so little.
Yeah.
They just want to be able to claim something. If it's just this street, we'll just claim this street. Because people that have claim so much. So, it's just a way of saying I have something to claim. You know what I'm saying? I fight, like I said, we said earlier, people be like, I fight over this street. I die over this street. It means nothing to us, but to them it means everything because, I don't have nothing else. I just need, people need to be able to claim something. It's just, it's innate human nature. You need to have something to claim.
I know Fox said something earlier, and I'm gonna give a bigger picture. So I got
a question after that.
I want my legacy to speak for who I am. If you don't like the Herm, I want you to don't like me because what I said. Or what I done. Don't like me because I'm a Sagittarius or I'm from
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Alabama. So I want my greatness to be my greatness. So what I want ultimately,
there it comes.
right now is I want to be like if I were to give a person who I feel like got a good resume of accomplishment.
Just say it, man. Just say it. Don't wrap around it.
But I'll say let's say Kanye West, right? I wanted like Kanye West. He built this. He made a school. He ran for president. He gave his mom a fashion designer. She's on the front cover of this. He got Grammys, the highest shoe brand. I want to do all of that. I want to be so great at my art that I inspire people to be like, oh, I can inspire everybody in every field. I can even if people don't believe in what I'm saying, I'm not saying it's the same as what he believes in, but I'm saying whatever I believe in, I want to be that guy to be like, hey, I think that I want world peace, or I feel like black people should be more protected, or whatever the case may be. Whatever I believe in, I want people to be like, oh, that's not just the Herm that he tells jokes on stage. This dude is an icon. So I want to run for president. I want to have my clothing brand. I want to do all these things. I want to get into acting right after at the same time as comedy. But I wanted to, because I'm talented in all these things. But I think once I get that on a smaller scale, what I answer to you, I think once I get that plateau, like once I get that stage, if you have anything, if some people say I'm funny, one thing I know for a fact, and the reason why I came down here is because I feel like I have the personality to draw people in and be like, oh, I remember that guy. You know what I'm saying? I seen him briefly. I remember that guy. I seen that guy 17 years ago. He sticks out. So I know that if I get one opportunity anywhere, any type of stage or whatever the case may be, that will take me from doing comedy right here to selling arenas to putting out clothing brands, helping these people and bringing up this and creating whatever I want to create. And I feel like it's going to come rapid. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's going to just happen like that. But for right now, I want to make it by getting that platform, because I know as soon as I get that platform and make it, they be like, oh, this dude is weird.
That's the maniacal confidence that we were talking about. Like that's that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta
hold on to that.
The crazy confidence, you gotta express that.
Like, you know your why.
Don't express that.
Know your why.
Express the hey man, I'm the Kanye of comedy.
I don't tell women I'm a homeless out the back. They will find out, but once they find out I'm dope, they be like, oh man, I had no.
I told you something last week, but I feel like just by talking to you and hearing your story that you may have found it. But I told you, I said, find your happy medium with what you doing, you're on your creative side and your normal side in a sense, or regular life versus your artistic life.
People have regrets from missing out on stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to put all this. You want to put all your energy in this, but you also got to understand that there's another side to it as well. You know what I'm saying, and you want to be able to find that side, because the game is so the game could be very damaging to you. It could be as well it can be for you. It can also be damaging. There's a lot of good and bad within the game. Even the most successful people deal with a lot of bad in the game, and you want to be able to find that medium to help you balance all of the other shit that you might deal with.
My number one goal in life right now, over comedy, is to find my wife, my black queen, and have kids. And that's my number one goal. So the right woman, not just any, I'm not just, let me just get married. The right black woman in my life that I can marry and then have kids with. That's my number one goal. So we talked about, you talk about how people regret not having kids and stuff like that. That's my number one goal. So I'm out here looking, and I feel like right now
she ain't in here. She ain't in LA. Take your ass back to Nashville. She ain't here.
She probably homeless out there.
Hilarious.
At the beach, you know what I'm saying? You never know. It's the diamond in the rough. You know what I'm saying?
She's on the beach every night. She's on the beach every night.
I never know. She was behind
Box got a question.
I got a question. Like I'm listening to you talk about, what you're trying to do with all the, are you doing, in your mind, are you doing what you'd rather be doing?
I would say I am.
Okay. That's good. That's a fast answer. Are you doing what you'd rather be doing? Because a lot of people, when you ask them that, so when I was asked that, I was like, no.
What would you rather be doing?
At that time, like I was working in a job.
Okay.
So like, is this what you'd rather be doing? And I'm like, no. And he asked me, what are you going to do about that? So whatever you're taking action is my point. If you're doing, there's always going to come a time where you want something. Are you doing what you'd rather be doing to get that thing? Like, is this the way that you'd rather be doing? And when it ceases to become that, because you're talking about, the right wife, to have kids with, that question is gonna come up in some form in your mind. I would think.
I have a question. Would you like to be on a Date the Herm episode of Love from the Green Room?
I'm not dealing with finding the women on this one.
episode of Date the Homeless Man.
No, listen. This is what we gonna do.
I think it would be hard to get volunteers.
This is what we gonna do.
I think it would be hilarious.
He got 10 million views on a clip. He's gonna post it on his page. Yo, we're doing the Date the Herm episode. And you'll tell them to contact the show, and they'll come on and date the Herm.
We only need 4.
Look, free pizza and haircuts. Mark, free pizza and haircuts.
Man, I feel like
You,
man,
you gonna
you gonna be
have
alright,
the
you know.
most homeless chicks coming up here. They ain't gonna say that, but they
Yeah.
gonna be that. They gonna come up here. Yeah, I
But
want.
I want
some
to give
food
you a
in.
different. I always wanted to give you a different POV that nobody else may not give you because you know I can't. I rock with you, and I'm not gonna sit up here and gaslight and sugarcoat nothing. This would be, you know, I'm gonna at least let you leave with a jewel or something. Be like, you know what? I hear what Trey saying, you know, and you know, because if I see you don't got nothing to eat, then you know I'll be the one to be like, yo, here, get a sandwich, or you do this, do that. Like I'm gonna keep it, you know, but I also want to make sure that you doing everything that you could do in your power. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I rock with you. I haven't really heard you stand up so much, so I'm not gonna sit up here in front and say, yo, I saw you stand up, you funny. I don't know because I haven't heard. I heard some of your roasting, but that's different. That's a different muscle. But yeah, I want what's best for you out here, man. And I don't, you know, and I want to see you reach your full potential. And I don't want you, you know, just to have these ideologies that a lot of people come out here and have and think that you gotta live this way or do that, do this or do that without reaching your full potential. Now, in your heart, in your mind, you really feel like that's what you gotta do, then I'm rocking with you 100%. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm rocking with you 100%.
Appreciate that.
But at the end of the day, if you come I'm going to give you that other piece of advice that somebody else may have given me. You don't have to take it, or you can take it. But it's all coming from a good place and a good heart. You know what I mean?
I would say I'm glad you hear it. This is my perception. I could be wrong. You correct me if I'm wrong. When I look at you, I think of a very humbly flashy guy, you know. Humbly flashy, you know what I'm saying? Like you have nice things.
Sound like a comedy special.
I feel like your necessity is a little bit different from mine. You got style, all these things, nice to be in all these things, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should put that out there, but you nicely dressed. So for people, viewers who think like you think, I view homelessness different. So my perception of homelessness, and this is the best way I can say is the nice cars, nice watch, nice house, things inside the house will always be there. I can always get there. But one thing that's not gonna always be there is a great woman I could marry, and also an opportunity ain't gonna always be there. My age at an opportunity with the hipness and the whatever energy I have now that I might not have later, or the opportunity somebody make a show at this time and looking for a young male or whatever the case may be might not be there. So I'm going to do this first because I don't look at me being homeless as, oh, I'm a bad person, I'm negative. Because but you funny you said it again. You said something about I want you to go out being hungry. Hungry, people feel like I'm hungry and all this other stuff in the comments. It's far from that. I'll be too full. I'm like, hey, I'm full. You know
and I just use that as a term. Mm-hmm. But just a comment on that, and we got to wrap up because we. I
got one more thing.
But go ahead. Just address with what he said, bro. Like with me, bro. Like I said, I've done been there. Mm-hmm. I done been on EBT out here. I done got evicted out of my apartments. Mm-hmm. I done did this. I done did that. But the older I became, other priorities. You know, I found the happy medium of just of living. You know what I mean? Like I hustle. I work hard every single day in every aspect of what I need to do on my creative side, on my money side. You know what I mean? So that's where when I was in my 30s, bro. Shit, I ain't have none of this. I ain't have, and I still don't. Nigga, I'm still struggling. Don't get it twisted. Nigga, I'm still struggling. You know what I mean? I'm just struggling in a nicer car. I'm struggling in a nicer place. I'm struggling in nicer clothes. But everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody is still.
I don't think I'm struggling. Honestly, I mean, I don't have a house, but I mean, I don't think
and
I'm struggling.
I'm using the term. I'm not using it as like literal. I'm just using it in the sense of on the You know, I'm still trying to reach certain goals. I'm still trying to reach certain.
The struggle
areas.
it's not for something that you don't have. It's something that you're trying to do.
It's something that I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Do you regret anything about how you went about it?
No, nigga, like my life is dope because
wouldn't change
like
that.
I said, what we're striving for is not real. I got the real perception. Like what we're aiming to do, it's not. It's an imaginary thing what we're aiming for. Because when we get something, it's like then you looking for something else. So I feel like the satisfaction of this business when you say making it is all here, but it's kind of like imaginary.
Well, no, that don't make it imaginary because if you got a goal and you achieve the goal, that doesn't make it imaginary. It's just that, which I think what you're trying to say is
that's where it
you
starts.
have a goal, you achieve it, and then you realize, oh shit, there's more to
Completion
it.
is imaginary.
There's further to go.
Yeah.
The goal is very
Imaginary is
real.
not
And the
wrong.
pursuit of it is very real. And the achieving it is very rewarding.
You're right.
But then you get there and go,
Oh, this it?
It's not what I imagined.
I shot the
That's what I
special.
was
I shot
saying.
the special.
Yeah.
In Long Beach. Everybody was there.
Yeah.
Nigga, we shot 2 shows. Nigga, at the end of the second show, I was sad. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that's it. Like, I thought it was like, oh shit. But where's the? Oh, I gotta get a spot tomorrow. I gotta.
Yeah, it seems
Start
like
all
you
over
back in
again.
life type.
So very
maybe-
rewarding, very happy. Hugged my kid, cried, all that, and was like,
accomplishment.
gotta do it again.
So so you're right. It's like maybe what's the word?
Illusion?
A delusion
Illusion.
of you're gonna feel complete.
The illusion. That's life.
Yes,
Life is
That's
the
in
illusion
everything.
of this thing
Yes.
will make me happy.
Yes.
And then you get that thing and realize,
Oh,
that's
shit.
why there are billionaires in this world that
Right.
are fucking the saddest people in the world.
That's what I was
Those are the
trying to
motherfuckers on
translate.
drugs and sad
Mhm.
shit. Yo, I got all this
Eating
money.
babies.
I got all these cars and this yacht and these helicopters, and they go,
Going to
damn,
Epstein Island.
and my kids don't like me, or my best friend don't talk to me. It's an illusion that this thing is going to be the end all, solve all my problems.
Yeah,
that's
if
why
I
you
get
know.
this one thing.
But that's
here.
why your happiness is not in a thing.
Right.
It's in the love of your family and your
For
friends
sure.
and your
Right.
children and raising good people and being a good friend
Exactly
to
right.
people, and
Yeah.
that's what happiness is.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not attached to
Right.
what we're in. You know what I mean? And that's what I was trying to say. Cause dog, tomorrow, like we in the same boat, just in different environments per se, bro.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I'm no better than you. You know better than me. My life is more stressful than yours. When I look at homeless people, sometimes I'll be with my girl. I'll be like, they don't got to worry in the world, man. They don't got to fucking worry in the world.
And that would make people so angry at homeless people. They
Yeah,
be like, "Oh my God,
saying.
get a job!" They're like, "No, you just yelling at me because you're unhappy."
But
And I don't have to worry, and I'm more happy with them at. You know?
right, but like I said, I just don't want you to sell yourself short. And if you, long as you know you're not doing that, bro, I'm with you.
I do want to say this though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Fox had a question. Good.
Yeah.
Well, okay, just to kind of put a bow on it if we can.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
There's some great.
So I saw something
No
on
pun.
I saw something on social media that I think probably applies to you as a
I
question.
started snacking them. I gotta eat.
I gotta go home.
Speaking on homelessness, I'm
okay.
hungry now.
I do want to say one thing after you though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all saw the post.
Let me
B.
see
Simone's
what,
getting flack because she would take $1 trillion over 10 minutes with Jesus. Would you take
Wait,
that?
what the fuck happened?
B. Simone is
That's
getting
right.
flack on the, going viral because she was talking about in an interview. Would you rather have $1 trillion or 10 minutes with Jesus?
$1 trillion?
$1 trillion. Completely
that.
hypothetical,
Yeah.
and now she's getting flack because of her answer, which she was taking $1 trillion. Would
$1
you-
trillion or what?
10 minutes with Jesus. Will you take that trillion?
I'm taking the with Jesus for
Oh
sure.
Lord!
Like, because, okay, if we since
You
the
gonna take
10
you got 10 minutes with Jesus.
So
okay.
since the 10 trillion is hypothetical, and let's say somebody out there don't believe in Jesus.
Hello,
If
nigga,
you-
the meeting with Jesus is hypothetical too.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
That's the
saying.
nigga down the block.
That's what I'm saying. So let's say
everybody-
Thank you. I'm gonna call him right now.
Everybody's guaranteed
Yeah.
a meeting with Jesus eventually.
No, they're not.
No,
Oh, you're going downstairs.
But Jesus
You're
gonna
going downstairs.
But who gonna tell him?
That
Jesus.
dude at the gate. The dude at the gate, like, you don't get to see. You going down
Gabriel.
straight
Gabriel.
to hell.
You gotta tell now. But what I'm saying is, since all this is hypothetical, that means if the Jesus that's written is the Jesus that you see. So if the Jesus that you going off that was written, why wouldn't you go with Jesus? That Jesus, like to me that's crazy. Like what Jesus can do for you.
What do you mean? The Jesus? Okay, I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
So what's written down is the Jesus people think in their mind, but people answer the question
in a sense of who we believe Jesus to be. You saying?
Okay, you getting underneath it. Okay,
and if they think that, so basically that's crazy to me because people are answering the question as if Jesus ain't real or he ain't this and that.
Exactly.
But the hypothetical is Jesus. So I'm like, why are you answering it with your atheist mind or your this is whitewashed mind or whatever case may be? Jesus is the Jesus that you think. Before we answer the question, Jesus is Jesus that we all
Jesus
believe
is real.
The great black man who came down here.
But the trillion is hypothetical.
And then the 10 trillion is also...
No, 1 trillion.
1 trillion. It could be 10 trillion. It don't even matter. It's just like, why wouldn't you go with Jesus? They talking from an atheist mind.
So you're saying you're taking Jesus?
I'm taking Jesus.
You're not going to take a trillion.
1 trillion.
I always take Jesus. I'm not going to take money.
Fox?
I'm taking a trillion.
I'm taking Jesus.
I'm gonna take the trillion, and I'm gonna say thank you, Jesus.
What you taking?
That was.
Jesus know my heart. He know I'm taking the 10 trillion.
Yeah, I'm taking the trillion,
and then I'm gonna do the Lord's work with it.
Yeah, then I'm gonna do the Lord's work with it.
So people thinking that they're gonna spend 10 minutes with Jesus.
I'm kidding, Lord. I'm kidding.
And then
I'm
Jesus
pointing like you watching. I'm kidding, Lord. I'm kidding, Lord.
Flickering.
I'm kidding, Lord. I'm taking the 10 million.
I do want to say that.
Why don't they ask TD Jakes that question?
I know.
He get 10 trillion already. I come every single work, baby.
Oh,
wow.
That's crazy.
Yikes.
The views of the herd when I just
I do want to say this. A lot of people came to me and said, "Hey, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? I want to give you this. I want to give you that." And even people who see it now or comics who come up to me in the comic club thinking that it's fake and I'm not homeless and things like that. The best thing you can do, which is actually harder to people, simply share my video. If you share my video, you like it, tag somebody that's following you but not following me.
Repost it even.
And like, all right, this dude do this, or he the right people, connect the right people, just tag the right person who gonna see your tag in the comments, or share that video. That's it. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Put it in your store, whatever the case may be. And some people come to me and say, "Hey, but what can I do? You stay in my couch? You want to stay in my laundry room? What's going on? You need some money? What you need? I give you anything." I'm like, share it. They're like, "Ooh, sharing it. But how long?"
He said,
you know
share it.
I'm like, no, I story your story.
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? Put like a little something.
That's some funny shit because I've had comics hit me like, "Yo, can you repost my Finesse Mitchell? I ain't got a fucking sugarcoat it. Hit me up, yo, repost my special. My special dropping. Post it, tag me, I'm like this, looking at the phone like, is this nigga serious? My special out right now. Wasn't no repost on my shit, wasn't no tag my shit.
Wow.
And then he sent it to Naeem. And Naeem, Naeem doing them videos in his car. Like, I had a dude, Finesse Mitchell, hit me like, yo, repost my special. He ain't post mine. So I tagged Naeem like, yo, well, neither one of y'all niggas posted my shit. So I'm not posting your shit, I'm not posting his shit. If that's what we're gonna do. So you saying like your shit, repost your shit. How many people shit have you reposted?
How many shit I reposted?
Who you heard what the fuck I said? Whose shit have you reposted? Like, yo,
I posted Trey like 2 days ago.
Okay, you ain't post nobody in here. Nobody stuff.
I reposted a lot of the rooms.
I ain't never had nobody.
Watch this. I'm going my archive, but I think that I do want to say this. Is the part I did want to say. I talked to.
Okay, we gotta wrap this up. So go ahead, go.
I do. Okay. I think honestly the black community, because I'm in a tough spot. I'm like right after the Def Jam era where I started doing comedy, and I'm right under the people who are internet comic who got it so good in comedy. So I'm in this rough spot, and I feel like honestly, the comedy club is not making black people famous like people feel like they do. So a lot of black people. That's not the
comedy club's responsibility to make somebody famous.
What they doing in the white, we don't get the same privilege as white people. You know what I'm saying? But
now we're gonna go a whole other hour. You saying that white comedy clubs make white comics famous?
That's not true.
Yeah. Yeah, they put them in a good position for sure.
How so?
Because a lot of them have management teams and agency teams, and
That's
also
not no.
tap
A
into
comedy
the,
club
industry.
A comedy club does not facilitate management nor agency.
No.
Nor agency.
Like, okay, let's say Zanies, right? Zanies, Live Nation, and all these other places. They have gotten comedians and put them on, put them in front of. On the right platform, they've been seen, and now they doing Jimmy Fallon and all this other stuff. They always push them in the right.
Did the club do that, or did the management do that?
No, it's all one. So all these people, the family who own all these comedy clubs.
What
like
family? This ain't the fucking mafia, nigga. What you talking about?
It's the comedy Illuminati.
The Dorfman own so many comedy clubs in the country. The Dorfmans. And the Dorfman, they also own the management team, and they manage, and I've seen people famous now. I grew up with a comedy with Nate Bargatze and Dusty Slay and the goddamn all these.
Okay, so wait. I have another question. Tell me a name of a white comedy club.
A white comedy club?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Zany's a white comedy
So
club.
black people don't perform there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Black people do
Wait,
perform.
no, that's a yes or no question. Black
They do.
people don't perform. So how is it a white comedy club?
Because the people who've been performing at the comedy club the most and bringing the most people consistently at the comedy club is the black comics. But they say, okay, cool. You've been doing it for 20 years. We got this 5-year comic that just came in. Hey, I know we told you we gonna manage you. We got a new management team going on, but we gonna take this person. Hey.
What do you mean we're gonna take this person? What does that mean?
They gonna put them on different TV shows and market that person for different opportunities.
That's how you get on
it.
TV. White people just go, hey, we're gonna take this person.
This is stuff that I seen. I actually like. Oh,
you've seen white people say, "Hey, we just gonna take this person and put them on TV."
Yeah. So exactly.
Take them from where?
Take them like they start doing comedy in the scene, and instead of working their way up like all the black comics do, what they do is they say, "Okay, cool. Let me market you. Let me put you on this show that's on TV, or let me introduce you to this person right here. Y'all looking for we need a comic, a new hip name. Let me get you and put you on." Hey, I know you got your show, but spike this person's name in. I know it's supposed to be a random drawing though, but spike this person's name in, or things like that. So they have meetings. They all the bookers.
So it's a comedy Illuminati.
They have meetings. Go ask.
They have meetings.
They have industry meetings a lot of times, and Rita and all them people.
That's what I said.
I just said that.
Rita and all those people, they have meetings. All the bookers get together. All the ones from Tennessee to Alabama to goddamn KC. Everybody, they all meet and they discuss who's the next hip person.
And they never pick a black person. This comedy Illuminati never picks a black person.
They never pick a nigga. They never pick a black person. Now what they do, black people though, black people think that they have opportunity. They become working comics. They become working comics, so they give them opportunities to sell them a dream. So they be like, okay, all right, they put you this placement. We put you on the Just for Laugh. All right, dance around though. But they don't put them. I know white people. They go straight out of here. They just put them all the way to Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, something so crazy. You nervous if it's true or not?
I do.
You sound so crazy. I'm nervous. Is there something here?
I do agree. I don't agree with some of the things you said, but what I can say is I do agree with the industry will push white people different than how they push your black comedians.
They'll pump somebody for sure. They can pump somebody online.
I've worked with a lot of white comedians, and I'm like, she's selling out theaters. She's like, wait, how did she go from so I get that part.
Every OG in every city is a black
Why is
every
that
OG been doing 30, 40,
they put the white person in the theater and they buy the tickets so it's sold out, or
the marketing team.
Those aren't real people in the seats.
When they first start out, but when they get on things like Jimmy Fallon and goddamn Kill Tony, all the other stuff, they create. Of course, they create.
Man.
Kill Tony could make you popular.
Why are we being so confused about this? Why that happens?
But
I don't even want to comment on that topic.
No black person ever. It's probably like 5 that's different. You know what I'm saying? Before a long time ago, but no black person has made it other than made it household name.
An exception.
Without like Red Fox and like Eddie Murphy and like Sinbad and things like that. And,
exceptions.
But what I'm saying though is this though: no black person made it outside of a black outlet like Def Jam, Comic View, Shaq All Star, Wild 'N Out. No black person made it as a household name. Not working comics. Not true. It's a lot of working comics. No black person. It's a few exceptions. All of them have been on those platforms, and we the.
So you're saying the exception does
There's no modern black superstars. What he's saying.
That's what you're saying.
I know so many white people who be famous because they made it through the comic club, but I don't know not one black person ever But I know like the deception, the cup 5 out of thousands. So it took so many. Fat Tuesday. It took so long for so many black people to get on that wall. It's like why are we doing all this?
Yeah,
But y'all,
I mean, I see what you see.
But I do want to say though,
talking about? What is the book?
I did ultimately want to say. I did ultimately want to say.
That's not
though,
true.
I did want to ultimately say that though, just in case we stop.
Okay.
I did want to say that. I say all that to say, we don't get that opportunity. So one thing for sure for our black people, if either we protest like SAG did, or and we withhold our value by performing big level to the bottom, the smaller level, or we support each other without expecting something in return, like unconditional support for each other, because everybody that we know have the value for each other. Our value as comedians is the platform, the followers, or somebody. So it's some people withhold it because they say, okay, cool. I know Dave Chappelle, but I'm gonna introduce Trey to Dave Chappelle because I don't want to lose my 5 seasonal spots. Not knowing that if I introduce you to Dave Chappelle, you might be better for Dave Chappelle than I am, and they can ultimately help me out.
That's
so if I introduce you to Dave Chappelle, if I introduce you to Dave Chappelle, I can say, okay, cool. You can end up being more valuable to Dave Chappelle than I am, so you become Darnell Rollins. So now I did 5 shows with Dave Chappelle because I'm gonna do that anyway. But now I'm a regular opener for Darnell Rollins. So now it's more beneficial to sometimes look out for somebody who's more not saying that somebody can be less funnier but more valuable to a person, like Tyler Perry or whatever case may be. So even if Darnell Rollins don't help me out, Darnell Rollins can help somebody else out to help me out or help somebody else to help somebody else out to help me out, which meaning the whole community will build up and be like, okay, this person gonna look out. If we all do that for somebody, let me use my followers for you because you got the talents, or let me introduce you to this person because I ain't got the talent yet, but by the time you might find a spot for me on this and that, or let me use my platform, my podcast, my whatever it is. Influence. We all got them 3 values, and if we use those values to each other, and we take out put the unconditional love in there to want to see each other grow, we all can grow from that as a black community, because social media is a thing though, but we all keep it because we don't want to, everybody want to be what Mike F said, everybody want to be the head black dude in charge, or the most power. Yeah, HBIC, the head dude with the most money. So I would help him out, but he's more talented than I am, so he might have more money than me, and I want to be known as the dude with the most money. Not knowing that you can make more money. Kevin Hart helped out his
Plastic
OG.
Cup Boys?
Yeah, he helped out his. I mean, even if he don't help you out, somebody can help somebody else out to help somebody else out, and that person can help you out.
All right, I understand why DeHerm wants this episode to go so long, because he has to sleep outside tonight. So we're gonna wrap this up. Tell me what your next spot is.
Tonight I'm gonna be at the Comedy Store for a roast battle. I'm roast battling. Other than that, I'm not booked.
Tell them the TikTok. Follow you.
All right, so my TikTok is comedian DeHerm. That's COMEDAN DAHERM. No underscore, no dots. That's the same thing as on Instagram. And if you got Twitch, I'm gonna start live streaming me being sleeping on the beach on my Twitch. So it's Twitch DeHerm. That's my handle. So it's Twitch DeHerm, no dots, no underscore, no nothing. Just those 2 words put together. DeHerm DAHERM.
Say it better, man. DAHERM.
I want to kill some time. But yeah. So
we'll put captions up.
Short for hermit.
This Gene outfit crazy. But what I wanted to say though is, I think that's my handle on all the things. If you want to show love, I don't ask for anything, but if you want to show love, hey, I accept all blessings.
Joe, I know, man. No, huh? Hey,
Joe Box.
Joe Feezy on everything, and shout out to my nephew. Shout out to my nephew, Colin, man.
Shout out nephew, Trey.
Yo, it ain't cap season, but it is December, baby. So,
yeah.
You know, I got Crack 'em Up on the 18th. I got Chocolate Sundays a week after that from birthday show. Birthday's December 30th. So, you know, we in the month of December, you know what it is. Yeah, man. So
Yeah, Chugga Sunday.
John Grimes.
John Grimes, Mr. Tan Panda. We in Baltimore, Maryland, Timonium, Maryland this weekend at Magoobies. And Miami, Fort Lauderdale a couple weeks after that. Fort Lauderdale Improv.
Put a bow on this, like you said 30 minutes ago. I agree with comics. Black comics should help other black comics out. I get that. This comedy Illuminati, I do not believe in that shit at all. But we're going to let that go. We're going to let that go. He said we're real. He said we're real.
He said we're real.
We're going to let that go.
He knows everybody.
Yo, thank you to our guest, the Herm,
Appreciate
for
it having
being
me. Thank you.
transparent and talking to us today and hanging out with us today. I wish you all the best, bruh.
I appreciate it, King.
You got 4 goals. You said my first goal was to make it. My second one was to be happy. My third one was to have a wife. My fourth one was to be able to help
Wife
people and do a fashion line. So I hope all your goals come to fruition. This was a great episode. Shout out to our resident MC, Trent Mason.
Oh, yeah.
Bars. AKA Young Bars.
Future.
Mixtape dropping December 5th.
December 5th. Mixtape dropping.
That's
December
tomorrow.
5th.
You got a show coming up?
That's Friday. Where's the show at?
That's on Friday. I do got a show. All the information on my Instagram. I'm also gonna have a mixtape listening party on December 5th on Friday as well at 4:30
Shit,
p.m.
I won't be here.
It's all right. 4:30 p.m. All the information on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, which is Trent TRENT
TT.
Like 2 extra T's at the end.
2 extra cheese.
Follow me.
Cool.
2 extra T's for tricking these tricks.
Tricking these.
Yo, it's live in the green room, y'all. Charleston Rock. Dad, I love you very much. Peace.